So what's the scouting report on these guys?
They are currently 2-1. They just won their first game against.
Obviously they got the
Do you need less stress and frustration in dealing with your home network? We have the answer. Smart Support. You now have control. See who's on your network. Parental controls where you can schedule and limit devices. Smart Support allows you to analyze and troubleshoot your connected devices. It's perfect for Netflix, YouTube, and online gaming. Keep track of your network with the Smart Support app. Always know what's going on with your network.
Simple, fast, reliable. It's your experience. We just help you manage it.
Oh, come on. I really need to give this report to my boss before noon.
Oh no, what just happened to the internet? I have to get this research done for this afternoon's meeting.
I'm calling for help? What do you mean you can't get someone here today?
This is taking forever. Wish we had Lakeland.
Because when it matters most, a dependable connection is crucial. Lakeland Communications.
Hi, I'm Derek with Lakeland Communication, and here's your tech tip of the week. We're going to talk about using strong passwords. Most experts say that by the time you've used a password on 2 different websites, that password is already considered compromised. So you want to make sure that you have strong passwords. One of the biggest trends that's coming up now in passwords is using a passphrase instead of a password. An example of a passphrase would be, every time it thunders, my dog barks. That ends up being about 33 characters, which ends up being a whole lot stronger and harder to crack than your typical 8 to 10 character password that includes special characters and numbers and letters, and it's more difficult to remember as well as type. So your tech tip of the week, consider passphrases instead of passwords.
Do you need less stress and frustration in dealing with your home network? We have the answer. Smart Support. You now have control. See who's on your network. Parental controls where you can schedule and limit devices. Smart Support allows you to analyze and troubleshoot your connected devices. It's perfect for Netflix, YouTube, and online gaming. Keep track of your network with the Smart Support app. Always know what's going on with your network.
Simple, fast, reliable. It's your experience. We just help you manage it.
Oh, come on. I really need to give this report to my boss before noon.
Oh no, what just happened to the internet? I have to get this research done for this afternoon's meeting.
I'm calling for help? What do you mean you can't get someone here today?
This is taking forever. Wish we had Lakeland.
Because when it matters most, a dependable connection is crucial. Lakeland Communications.
Hi, I'm Derek with Lakeland Communication, and here's your tech tip of the week. We're going to talk about using strong passwords. Most experts say that by the time you've used a password on 2 different websites, that password is already considered compromised. So you want to make sure that you have strong passwords. One of the biggest trends that's coming up now in passwords is using a passphrase instead of a password. An example of a passphrase would be, every time it thunders, my dog barks. That ends up being about 33 characters, which ends up being a whole lot stronger and harder to crack than your typical 8 to 10 character password that includes special characters and numbers and letters. And
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our streamed event. The Luck Cardinals playing at home, taking on the Clayton Bears. This is the third game of the season for the Cardinals as well as for Clayton. Luck comes in undefeated at this point. Al Thomason, my partner in the booth here, he has tons of statistics that he's just dying to share with you concerning the opponents for tonight's ball game. So,
Well, it actually
Al,
should be
go for it.
a really good game. The Luck Cardinals, as Marty said, they were 3-0, and they just came off a really strong and hard-fought victory against Shell Lake last Friday night, winning 48-32. Clayton is coming off a victory against Winter Birchwood at 38-16. Luck's dominating rushing game is going to go against Clayton's fantastic passing game, so it should be quite interesting. And Luck is leading rusher is Bennett Jensen. He's the quarterback. He's averaging 8.7 yards a carry, 109 yards a game. The quarterback for Clayton is a fantastic passer. He's averaging 150 yards a game passing, so it should be really interesting comes out.
Here comes the boys. Cardinals are flying into the north end zone as we speak. As is the custom here, the team, rather than being introduced individually, they come in as a team. The pregame ceremonies, the toss of the coin, resulted in Luck winning the toss and deferring. Clayton will receive, and Clayton will defend the south end zone. So on your screen, I believe the south end zone is to your right. Cardinals will be kicking north to south, left to right on your viewing screen.
A couple of keys to watch here. Number 28 from Clayton. He's their leading rusher, as I said before. He's also their leading receiver. Number 5, their quarterback, has got a fantastic arm, so it'll be quite interesting to watch how they connect throughout the night. And with one thing hard to stop about Luck is you can't just pick one guy because they have 3 guys that are can hurt you. And Andrew Moose, number 22, he's only got 150 yards and he doesn't get the ball all that much, but when he does, he's averaging 18 yards a carry.
He's a threat to go.
Yep.
Threat to take it to the house at any time.
As we start this game, for those who are able, please rise. Remove your cap. Bend your flag to honor those who defend our freedom. By tonight's play of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang
us in the banner tonight, that was Sheila Braun. She's sung a lot of banners at a lot of athletic events. She's the voice of the Cardinals. More ways than one.
And our clock keeper.
Sheila up here keeping the clock, and also up here in the booth, you'll probably hear him if you haven't heard him already. We've got Bear Danucci on the PA system, handling the tunes. Atmosphere here is rather festive. We're looking for a good game tonight. The weather hopefully will not be a problem. And we'll see what the Cardinals can do with this passing offense from Clayton and how their running attack fares against the defense that Clayton puts out on the field.
Number 2, Mr. Wyatt Jensen will be kicking off for the Cardinals. The Cardinals usually squib kick. It tends to work better in the 8-man system, unless you've got one that can put it out of the end zone.
Wyatt is a 5'10", 155-pound freshman. Plays running back on offense and as a D-back on defense. Part of the Jensen connection. We've got Jensen and Jensen in the backfield. And Jensen up front blocking, so it's almost a law firm. Jensen, Jensen, and Jensen.
And looks like Clayton's setting up for the squib kick because they've scouted us just like we scouted them.
Back deep to receive for the Clayton Bears. Number 7, Brock Johnson. Kick for the Cardinals. Number 2, Wyatt Jensen.
Wyatt's kick gets over the first line of defenders. The ball is on the field. I think his knee was down before he could advance it, so Clayton begins from their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
You'll see Clayton run a lot of spread offense with jet sweep motions, fakes, read options, some of that stuff that, so, it gives the defense something to really have to look for and stay with their keys.
Luck defense looking at 2 receivers split out to the left side of the offense. Halfback in motion. Penalty flag indicated against illegal procedure against Clayton. 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15.
So 1st and 15 for the Clayton Bears.
Interesting how the Cardinals stack themselves on defense, waiting to see what kind of formation the offense comes out in.
We've done that for quite a few years. You just got to realize who your keys are, where they're going, where you're supposed to be with that key.
Exactly. They're
good blocking on the outside.
There he goes.
Touchdown. Nope. Got him.
Got him at about the 15-yard line.
Nice run by Clayton.
That's that Hoffman kid, Thomas Hoffman.
Tackled by a couple of Cardinals at the 16-yard line.
It's certainly easy to see why he's getting 10.6 yards a carry.
Yes. Got 266 yards for the season in the game so far.
3 touchdowns during the season.
A lot of quickness. And
good blocking on the right side of the line. They had it sealed off pretty good.
They pretty much crushed everything down to the inside, and he got around the outside. So a little test for the Cardinal defense here at the 15.
There's the motion. Cut back.
How tight they got him.
Comes it back. Stacked up by a host of the Cardinals.
In on the tackle is Moose. Andrew Moose, among others, in on the stop.
Gets half a yard. We'll call it 1 in the business. Go 2nd and 9 from the 15.
Yeah, Clayton has yet to put the ball in the air.
It's coming.
This might be the time for it. We'll see. Oh,
encroachment.
We have an issue. Flag on the field. Penalty indicated.
Clayton, offsides.
Lined up in the neutral zone. Offsides.
Second yellow laundry piece at the field.
5-yard penalty brings up 2nd and about 14.
It looks more like a passing down now.
I think passing down might be advisable, right?
There it is.
Hoffman, their leading receiver.
Wide open. Nope.
Scrambling around out there.
Down.
Quarterback escapes. That's Caleb Dotseth.
Keeps it on the scramble.
Good coverage by the Cardinals there with number 4 Wyatt Jensen, number 2,
A couple.
or I should say number 4 Bennett Jensen, number 2 Wyatt Jensen.
12.
The receivers covered, he had nowhere to throw.
He did a lot of running but didn't pick up many yards, so it brings up 3rd and 12. Dotseth has over 300 yards passing so far for the year. He is obviously their
Definitely 4-down territory.
leading passer.
Oh boy.
Number 28, Hoffman.
Looks like Hoffman made the call.
Complete. Yellow laundry hits the field.
Penalty flag indicated in the end zone, I believe.
Neighborhood. What you call
Pass interference.
10-yard penalty for the preceding spot.
So
About 3rd and 3. From around the 8-9 yard line. As we go half the distance, yeah, there it is.
So they're inside the 10-yard line.
Half the distance is the measurement.
It's not like pro, it's not an automatic first down.
3rd down, 4 to go. Didn't make first down yardage off of the penalty, but that was a big penalty. That could have been huge. There goes Hoffman out of bounds.
Picks up a first down for the Bears.
Run out of bounds at the far side, but 1st and goal. Looks like they're inside the 5 at about the 4. 1st and goal from the 4. That was Hoffman. Around right in.
1st and goal for the Clayton Bears from the 4.
Unbalanced lined right for Clayton. Running back tries to go left. Dotseth loses on the play. 5 and 7. Levi Jensen and Dennis Bruley on the stop for the Cardinals.
Looks like a loss of a yard.
What? Bruley and Jensen on the stop.
2nd and goal from just outside the 5. They set up unbalanced line right and tried to run back to the weak side.
For the purple and white.
Defense did a good job swarming to the ball. 2 receivers split out wide. Dotseth receives the snap. Looking for Hoffman in the corner. Incomplete.
Good defense.
Defended by Wyatt Jensen.
Called incomplete. Defended up there by Jensen. They'll make it 3rd and goal from the 5.
If Wyatt is going to be matched up with Hoffman all night, he's going to have his hands full, but that's probably a good matchup to be watching the rest of tonight.
Freshman against the senior. He'll learn a lot. Yep.
Unbalanced line right. We have a timeout indicated. Clayton wants a timeout.
Take a little time to think about it. Clayton takes the timeout on the field. 9:33 to go in the 1st quarter.
Coach Humple rallying the troops around him. For the Cardinals, trying to come up with a big play early in the ball game.
And with Clayton's offense too, last year they lost to us 106-0. They're a much better team this year by far. But ball control offense keeps the ball out of Luck's hands because you don't want Luck to have the ball because they're used to scoring lots of points. And it's a smart play by the coaches and the Clayton offense.
Well, and so far, they've had a lot of success running the ball. I expected to see them, about 80-20 with pass.
Well, that's what we've seen, and
it looks like it's been about 50-50 so far, and they have had success. They've gotten the ball outside around that right end.
You establish your run to help your pass, and
yeah, usually it's
Come out of the timeout, 3rd and goal from the 5 for the Bears.
a good idea to have a balanced offense, but so far Clayton for the year has been pass dominant. Again,
Overload
unbalanced
on the
line.
right side.
A lot of Cardinals in pursuit. We've got a penalty flag.
Assuming it's a holding call the way that was set up.
And number 5.
Yep.
Holding indicated against the Bears. That'll be a 10-yard penalty. We'll see if the Cardinals accept it or if they want to give him the ball inside the 5.
On the spot of the foul, unless they decline it.
They're taking the yards.
Our next piece of laundry that hit the field is holding on the
Moves him back to the 15, just inside the 15, to be more technically correct.
3rd and goal.
Taking 3rd and goal from the 14 3/4.
14 3/4 according to Eagle
Bear
Eye.
and Sheila, they're into the 3/4 of the .9.
Eagle Eye Danucci. Now, in Sheila's world, that might be .75. I don't know if she's working in a decimal equivalent
927.25.
or fractions.
Could be a pass.
Throwing up.
Intercepted.
Yes, intercepted at the end zone goal line.
Intercepted by number 4, Bennett Jensen.
Bennett Jensen with the pick.
Usually we tell them if you get it in the end zone like that, just drop. But, you get that interception, you want to go 99 yards. Or in this case, 89 yards.
He sees nothing but green grass between him and the other end of the field.
79 yards. So luck is going to start deep.
I'm going for it, Coach. Looks like about the 4-yard line. Nose of the ball, somewhere in that vicinity. 1st and 10. Well, it was a nice drive for Clayton, but they came up without
Good rush by the front line of Luck, though. That's what made him throw that pass when he wasn't ready to throw it. Oops.
Oh.
He's a big guy, too. Number 75
Illegal
for Clayton.
procedure. The ball got inadvertently snapped on a line shift.
It's only a 2-yard penalty, considering it's half the distance to the goal.
Only a 2-yard penalty for half the distance, but that will make it 1st and 12 from the 2.
From the 2-yard line, 1st down and 12.
Number 75 is a very large man at nose tackle for Clayton.
He's on the nose. He takes up a lot of
6'2", 320 senior.
320?
Yep.
That's a big boy.
Yep. Tough to move. In fact, it's really hard to move something like that.
Largest kid I ever had to block was a kid by the name of Shoepelts from Suring, 327 pounds.
Big.
He was big. And I wasn't.
Dennis Bruley at the run. How'd that work for you?
It did work worth a darn.
And number 55.
It was like this little tiny projectile hitting a bag of ballistic gel. I could only go so far, and that was it. All my energy was gone, and he hadn't moved. So
didn't have to.
Oh,
just plug
boy.
up the middle. Dennis Bruley with a run there for approximately 4 yards. Dennis Bruley again.
There he goes.
Clearing. There he goes.
There he goes.
He's to the 35, to the 40. Oh, we got a flag. Usually signifies block in the back or clipping.
We got a flag on the field about the 23. What do we got?
Well, maybe it's on the officials for standing in the zone.
I have no idea what that signal is all
I have no idea either.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, sideline warning is the call.
Oh, okay, there we go. Thanks, Bear.
Sideline
warning, because our coaches are standing in the diagonal lines.
Got to stay off
of the diagonal lines, yes.
Off of that little box that designates the area that's no man's land.
Fortunately, we didn't lose any yards on that one, but it is a warning.
From the 38.
First I've seen that called in 8 years, but...
Well, that's the first time Dunlap's had a penalty called on him in a long time.
In about 1 year. No, I'll take that
carries. Picks up about 4, maybe.
Down by Becker.
Ball is at the 35-yard line of the Clayton Bears. We'll give him a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. There he goes.
Keep going up. Wyatt Jensen, number 2. Nice run.
Jensen hands off to Jensen.
Brings it inside the 25, and that's the Luck Cardinals. First down.
Carries it to the 22, 23-yard line of the Clayton Bears.
His brother, number 5, Levi, helped him tremendously with that play and a pull.
Once again, the ball handling for Luck is so crisp. All it takes is a little delay.
There he goes.
That's a touchdown. No, he didn't get to the end
down
zone.
to the 2.
At the 2 or 3.
Nice hustle by number 5 from Clayton.
Dennis Bruley.
By Johnson and got that. With that carry, puts the Cardinals in the red zone. And that's a Luck Cardinal. First down.
First and goal from the 3.
First and goal for the Cardinals from the 3.
Dennis Bruley.
Crosses the end zone.
Touchdown.
Breaks the plane. Cardinals put points on the board. On a big field it would be a 98-yard drive, but this is not a 100-yard field. But to go from their own 2 to the opposite end zone, they executed well. 2-point conversion.
Flag.
Looked like we had people moving a little bit prematurely here on the right side.
Now we're going to go from the 8. It's a little more difficult than that 2-point conversion.
Auger hits the field. Full start on the offense.
Levi Jensen had visions of a 2-point conversion on the handoff, but
5 yards. Tried from the 8.
the right side of the offensive line was just a little early in getting off.
One of those was his brother, so I hope they didn't take that home with him.
Well, he may hear about it tonight.
Yeah. Levi is a powerhouse. So 8 yards is a tough run for that way out there. No good.
Up front stop short. Number 7, Brock Johnson.
Brock Johnson
2-point conversion, no good. But 7
on the stop for the Clayton Bears, and the Cardinals come up empty on the 2-point conversion.
Bears to receive.
So with 7:42 left in the first period, Luck takes a 6-0 lead. We've got our sponsors to recognize here. We've got the Army National Guard, Jensen Furniture, Remax Cornerstone and Frederick, the Sign Express out of St. Croix Falls, Sarah Ryman, professional technology tutor, working out of Siren, Arrow Building Center at Siren, Bear DiNucci and his crew. Bear's up here with us tonight. Maybe he'll give me a good deal on some 2x4s. Flying Pie, Pizza and Subs, Wraps to Go, Downtown Luck, Bonton in the heart of the loop where friends meet. Fully Calcium Certified Public Accountants. That's Martin Dickers, the old Cardinal accounting. It's a new name, but it's the same conscientious service. Stop out, see Martin, tell him Marty sent you. Luck Pharmacy, your hometown choice. Sterling Bank. And Tomlinson Insurance Agency. Main Street Luck. We thank our sponsors. Please support our sponsors.
Wyatt Jensen with the kickoff. Another swib kick down to the 26, number 28 again.
Is that Hoffman?
Yep.
Hoffman to the 30.
Plethora of Cardinals on that one.
A plethora of
Cardinals, yes.
Full net full of Cardinals, bring them down.
Looks like the 32.
First and 10 for the Bears from the 32.
Now Clayton is running personnel in the last minute. Clayton comes up, unbalanced line right.
Oh.
Pitch to the weak side.
Good cut by 28. 3 guys, went right through 3 guys.
That's that Hoffman kid again.
Yep.
I'm going to carry off the left side.
A little flat-footed we were, didn't break down on the tackles.
Brought down by Ruddle.
Hoffman what? Gives him 7?
7 on the play.
6 or 7. Ball is across the 35 to about the 37. Second down for the Bears.
Second and a long 3 for the Bears.
Unbalanced again.
Riley Reynolds over there forced the runner to cut back, but the fill wasn't there.
Brought down by Jensen. right at midfield.
Wyatt Jensen with the stop.
Hoffman, very good runner. He's really got some good visual lateral moves.
And the thing about him, it looks like he's taking his time. He's just not running out there. He's setting up cuts and he's looking for blocks.
He's got great patience for his line to do the job they're supposed to do.
Yeah. That's the word, patience. Hoffman again.
Going for the first down.
First down.
Hoffman carrying the load.
Across midfield.
Cardinal territory for a pickup of 3 at the Clayton Bears. First down.
And I'm assuming the coaches must have saw something because with this overbalanced line like that, we haven't seen that yet in any film or any scouting that we've done. So apparently the coaches felt that this was something that might be able to help them out. Seems to be working pretty well.
Yeah, I've been impressed with the Clayton running attack. I was expecting
considering they're a passing team.
I was expecting to see an aerial circus, but so far that hasn't developed.
Well, there we go.
As we speak.
As we speak.
There it is. Saving tackle made out here.
Tackle by Andrew Moose, number 22.
It's Brock Johnson, the receiver. Johnson is a 6 foot, 170 pounds senior for the Bears.
Looks like we were about 6 inches for the first down. Another great passing down, second and 1 foot.
Short 1 for the Bears.
Let's see if they go for it all here. They got Hoffman out here with Johnson out here. There are 2 receivers. There he goes over the middle. Pass is incomplete.
Laundry on the field.
Headed for Johnson. Flag on the plate.
Usually signifies holding. There it is. Yep.
Holding is the call against the Clayton Bears. So
that just tells us we're getting a good rush up front because they're having to hold to stop them getting to their quarterback.
Well, instead of third down and short, it's now going to be third down and a little bit longer.
Call on the Clayton Bears.
Oh, it's still second down. That's right. Stay second down because of the penalty. My bad.
A lot of penalties on Clayton so far tonight. Kind of shooting themselves in the foot.
I'm sure Coach Schradel will
figure that out.
Address that at halftime.
Sure will. Jet motion. There we
go. There we go. Great penetration. Riley Runnels practically got the handoff in the backfield. Hoffman loses yards on the play, brings up third down and about 14. The ball.
14 back inside their own territory for the Bears.
And Bletchinger, just a freshman for luck, played nose tackle tonight.
He was right there too. That's good to see. I mean, he's matched up in there with that big dude.
To 320-pounder. This definitely is a passing down for Clayton. Got a flag already from way back there. Oh, where's he looking for it? Oh, there we go.
Time?
That was from the last play. He forgot to pick it up. Oh, we're going to regroup.
Delay of game, I guess.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. That was quick.
Delay of game is the call from the back judge.
It's like 3rd and 19.
Back them up 5. Be 3rd and 19 for Clayton.
They're going in the wrong direction here.
Yeah, but all it takes is one pass with this kid's arm. You know, number 28, great receiver.
This is when you cannot afford to have your defense relax, thinking it's 3rd and 19. No time for that.
Only 2-man rush this time for luck. We got linebackers floating down the middle.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yep. Okay, now he's going to come up. There we go.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble. Tackled out of bounds.
Good coverage defense on the backs.
Inside the 25.
Safety in the corners for luck. He had nowhere to throw it.
Great pass defense. Looks like
4th and 30. Actually, he's a pretty good punter. I watched him warming up and 30 yards into the wind. So, yeah, it should be, with this little bit of wind behind him, it could be 35-40.
Well, and we got a pretty good punt returner back here.
We do.
The name of Mr. Jensen Levi. But he's got 2 returns for touchdowns already this year off the punts.
Yep, there's no tackle. Ooh, nice high punt.
Taking it to 21.
They're already flag happy. Yeah, flag happy. Flags all over the place.
We've got hankies all over the place. It looks like a influenza ward out there in the field.
Levi's had 4 punt returns this year, averaging 34.5 yards a punt return, which is kind of crazy off the charts because usually you're average about 5 to 7.
That's crazy.
With 2 touchdowns. So we got laundry all over the field on this one.
Let's see what the discussion. We've got a couple of officials there discussing where they're going to stop for supper on the way home, I think. I'm not sure.
Irregardless, it's going to be first down Cardinals.
Yes.
So we just don't know where yet.
I mean, it was a post-possession foul. We got a holding indicated against Luck.
Don't know what that call is.
And that sideline.
That's a 15-yard penalty again. Come on, gentlemen. No more warning. Now it's 15 yards.
You get 2 warnings and that's it?
I think you only get 1 warning.
So that's going to be 15.
Yep.
Well, that's going to...
No, it's usually the coaches because the players even have to step further back.
Yeah, the players got to be back.
Further yet. Yep.
Holding was a call on the Cardinals and a sideline violation.
Moves Luck all the way back to their own 21.
And that is kind of the problem because it's never been called, even though, yes, it is a rule within the rule book. But, you know, when nobody else ever calls it, and all of a sudden you have officials that are calling it, it's hard to kind of get...
But they were warned, Al. They were warned. They got the warning. They got the message.
They did, I know. I'm not, condoning what they did. There's a good block. Hang on.
Is that Moose? No, Bruley.
Dennis Bruley.
Dennis Bruley, 5'10", 160 pounds, senior.
It's like a gain of 4 on that play.
What kind of stats has Bruley got? He's picked up a few yards.
He's the second yardage leader for Luck for 19 carries for 173 yards, and he's also a 9.1 clip per carry. 86.
He's got 3 touchdowns, averages about 86 yards a game. So he's capable of taking it to the house. Watch this one.
Wyatt Jensen.
Watch this one.
Go, Wyatt.
Inside the 20, inside the 15, to the 14-yard line.
Nice 40-yard run by the freshman.
Number 5, Dobson.
You see, that's from that same position where Andrew Moose runs from. They don't run it too much, but when they do, they always get good yardage out of it because they're so keyed in on their other backs.
From the Clayton Bears, 15.
That's why Luck's offense is so hard to stop because you can't key on just one. You have to try and keep them all in contain, and that's what happens. Which is, of course, to the Cardinal benefit.
Keeper. Bennett Jensen on a keeper up the middle. Gains perhaps a yard.
We'll call it a yard.
2nd and 9. Line of scrimmage is about the 14-yard line.
2nd and 9 for the red and black from the 14.
3 minutes. Coming up on 3 minutes left in quarter number 1. This has been a pretty well-played football game here in the first half. Watch this. This could be 7.
Touchdown, Dennis Bruley.
Bruley
14 yards.
Takes it to the house.
Second touchdown of the night.
And speaking of taking it to the house, Flying Pie Pizza. They make it, you take it, and you bake it at home. You take it to the house, that pizza. Two-point conversion. Direct snap to Levi Jensen. He sheds that tackler.
One-handed, threw him down the ground.
Just like swatting a fly.
Looked like one of the Chanel boys on that one.
Ooh. That was a lot of strength.
Your Cardinals 14.
Two-point conversion by Jensen makes it Luck 14.
Levi's an extremely strong
Clayton 0
player. Of course, also leading tackler for Luck, which is not too surprising with 29 tackles. Not coming into this game, anyways. But he's been at that position. This is his third year now, so he's quite attuned to what's going on. Very much a student of the game. He really knows when he sees things, how to adjust and stuff that he needs to do to be able to be effective.
While we're waiting for the kickoff, we're going to recognize another couple of sponsors. We've got Subway, newly opened in Balsam Lake. Also locations in Siren and Frederick. Subway and Balsam Lake. Hardware Hank, or as I said the other night, Hardware Angie. Balsam Lake Hardware. We appreciate their support. Please support them. The Cardinal Lady Volleyball team remains undefeated in the Lakeland Conference. They had a 3-1 win last night at Webster. They beat Unity Tuesday night in the conference opener. They swept Unity 3-0, and very competitive matches. It was fun to watch. Chuck Holicky and I worked that match, and very competitive. And
last night Webster won the first game.
Oh, really?
They've all got all sophomores, one junior, not a senior on the team. I was quite impressed.
They probably have that Hetfeld girl to play.
She's plays real well. Yeah.
Ooh, line drive.
Down to
picked up about the 13. Carried to the 25.
Tackle, of course, by Levi Jensen, number 5.
1st and 10, Clayton Bears at the 25-yard line. Their own 25.
Their own 25.
Unbalanced left this time. Tendency has been to run away from it. This time they're running toward that strong side.
Nowhere to go. Good cutback. Good pursuit for the Cardinals on that one.
Got a lot of inside fill. Jensen and Jensen in on the stack. Levi and Bennett. Riley Runnels forced the runner to cut up inside.
Kind of looks like last week against Shell Lake, who's a very strong and powerful team, but they had a running back number 22 that had 169 yards on us in the first half.
Wow.
Made a couple of adjustments, and he had 11 in the second.
There you go.
So it looks like we've made some adjustments here too from the first, from the beginning of the first quarter.
2nd and 10 for the Bears.
Well, that time they ran to the strong side. This time we got unbalanced
Jet
line.
motion.
Running away from
Still going. Strong runner.
Boy, that was a good hit.
They stood him up, and he just kept right on going.
Good hit.
Hit from Van Meter.
Kept his feet moving.
Up an extra 5.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
7 on the play. Be 3rd and 3 for the Bears.
Gain 7. 3rd and 3 with about 140 left in quarter number 1. We've got a full flotilla of lights. The one set of lights that wasn't working for our first game a couple weeks ago has been repaired. So we're well lit.
Good blocking on the end. First down.
First down across the 35.
Here's the 35.
That's Hoffman. He's a workhorse.
First down.
Workhorse on both ends of or both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively.
Plus he's their punter.
And he punts too.
He punts too. Actually, probably been kicked off. I guess I didn't look.
Yeah.
They haven't had to yet, that's why.
1st and 10 for Clayton from their own 36.
Unbalanced line. Set left. Direct handoff.
Oh, get that seal. Got that seal on the outside. Oh, he's going. Oh, there's a clip. He didn't even see it. Right in front of him.
Touchdown.
Come back into the end zone.
Touchdown. Touchdown. Touchdown.
As flag happy as they've been.
Thomas Hoffman takes it to the house. That was a nice run. They really
cut back well.
They really cleared out around that left side, and he had a really nice cutback. So with 48 seconds left in the quarter, it's another new ball game. Luck 14, Clayton 6, going for the 2-point conversion. Looking to pass.
It's good.
2-point conversion is successful.
Good. 48 seconds to go, first quarter.
I'm not sure who that was. Was that, if it was number 1, I don't have him on my program.
Number 5 to number 7.
Oh, it was number 7, Johnson. Okay. I couldn't tell if it was a 1 or a 5.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you very much. You don't need to die.
Yeah, that running side, they really sealed off that corner really well. They left him nothing but green space to run and a couple of cutbacks, and he scores.
Yeah, you're really welcome.
Well, the defense is going to have to make some adjustments, like you said. You said they made great adjustments at Shell Lake. It looks like they're going to be talking about this same situation here at halftime.
Hopefully we can make those adjustments between the first and second quarter. Don't wait till halftime.
I know that the statistics coming in showed the running was basically Hoffman's world, and
yeah, it's all about Hoffman with his running skills. And Clayton usually kicks off deep. And Luck is set up for that, but you never know. You always adjust things to who you're playing.
Only 8-man football. It's safe to say there's a couple Jensens back deep to receive.
Jensen and Jensen.
The kick for the Bears, Tyler Becker.
Nope. Number 28 does not kick off.
The one thing he doesn't do.
Oh,
onside. Well covered.
Well covered by Hunter Selland, number 20.
Hunter Selland wisely covers that ball. Just inside Cardinal territory at the 39-yard line. Luck ball, 1st and 10. 48 seconds.
He's a hands guy, and that's one of the reasons why he's up front.
Played that well.
Well, it also tells me Clayton doesn't want to kick to the Jensens.
Well,
So,
probably a prudent choice on their part.
yep. It's cut by Dennis.
Bruley across midfield. Crosses the 30-yard line. First down.
By Austin Chilton. But not before Luck picks up another. First down.
From the 30. 1st and 10 Luck.
1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
30.
The Bears 30.
30 seconds left in the quarter. Low snap. Low snap kind of messed up the whole timing on that play.
And the timing with this offense has to be precise. So if there's one thing that goes wrong.
The snap was low and everything was just a half a tick slow. Wyatt Jensen, the ball carrier, tackled for a loss.
I would expect they'll let the clock run out so we can take a break here at the end of the first quarter.
And that
penalty will end the
ends
first quarter and switch side.
quarter number 1.
Quarter number 1 in the book.
Luck Cardinals.
Bears 8. Your Cardinals 14.
Cardinals 14. Clayton Bears 8.
Interesting quarter. It's nice to watch.
Yeah, competitive quarter. It wasn't
No blowouts.
It wasn't last year.
No, it was not last year, and we knew it wouldn't be coming in. We got the opportunity to watch them in a scrimmage. Saw film with them against Siren and such forth, and a vastly improved team from last year to this year. The kids have all matured a year.
Did they lose to Siren? Was that?
They did lose to Siren, yes.
I thought that was like 40-22 or something like that.
They lost to Siren 47-20.
Okay, 47-20. Okay. So, yeah, I think they've come in prepared for tonight's ball game, and the results speak for themselves.
Yep. You know, the thing is, too, you got to come into these games, even though Luck is rated number 1, it really doesn't mean a lot to us at this early in the season, but, we have to put our shoes on just like they do.
Well, and
that comes from the coaches.
And with Clayton's athletic history, those people down there, they like to compete.
They do. They do.
Second quarter at the Cardinals.
Year in and year out, there's some Clayton team, whether basketball or girls volleyball now. Yep.
I mean, they're
For such a small school, they really push them out.
they take great pride in
Another low snap.
competitive athletics. Wyatt gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Jensen picks up a couple.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Right to the 30.
So far, Luck hasn't thrown a ball. This might be an opportunity, but unfortunately, he's probably expected to. But it is 4-down territory. We're going to run.
Oh, nice.
Nice move.
Very nice. Stutter step in the hole. He froze the tackler. Was able to cross the 20-yard line. First down.
Cardinal. First down.
That was swell.
Good 12-yard gain by Dennis Bruley.
And again, he was patient on that. He set that up so nicely once he got through the original line of defenders. He really set it up nicely.
Bennett Jensen, there's that one.
Watch this one. Inside.
Down to about the 3. Nice run by Bennett Jensen. See, so now they start keying on Denny, and then Bennett takes it. So, yeah, it's really tough.
We pick up another Cardinal.
Well, again, and
First down.
it's so apparent when the timing is there. It is such a difficult offense to try
and I've
to read.
stood back at that linebacker spot, and with that quarterback spinning, actually we don't call him a quarterback, we call him a spin back.
Yeah.
But you don't know who's got the ball, and you got 4 guys running 3 different directions, and it's tough.
Well,
What's going on there?
we have a lightning delay.
Light just aged myself, but that's okay. But there was, 10 of us there. There will be an informal gathering at one of our sponsors, which would be the Bonton, by Rachel Peterson, following the
In the
game.
heart of the loop.
And if you do not get this on We Are Luck, such forth, but in your connection with any of your teammates or anything like that, please let them know that this is happening. And
with all the social media today, hopefully, I mean, I'm guessing that the Alumni Association does not have all the addresses and knows what to worry about.
Yep.
But if you know players that you played with
from the 8 years,
might have any kind of interest in coming back and having a great evening back here as part of the homecoming.
From 1948 to 2008, all those 8 years of 58, 68, 78, 88, and 98. All the alumni and families, you're all welcome to attend. We hope to see you here. It'll be a great night.
Sounds like a good time, Al. Sounds like, and that's what homecoming should be for. Homecoming should be about people coming home.
Yes, yeah.
Well, we've got both teams huddling along the sidelines here. I don't know how close we are to
our broadcast will last a little bit longer, but
kicking off.
Yep, 10:55 left on the clock in the second quarter. Luck with the lead of 14-8. Looks like we've got one of the co-head coaches, Mr. Dunlap, got the troops surrounding him, and we're getting ready to go here shortly.
Once again, I'll just run through a quick listing of our sponsors. The Army National Guard, Jensen Furniture, Jake, Sonia, Mark. This is 1956. Main Street Luck. Remax Cornerstone Realty, Jim and John Tinman. Highway 35, Frederick, Wisconsin. The Sign Express out of St. Croix Falls. Sarah Ryman, professional technology tutor out of Siren. Boy, I need help with technology. My idea of technology is a flip phone with a rotary dial. That's what I can handle.
Flip phone with a rotary dial, that's good.
I can handle that. Arrow Building Center in Siren, a proud sponsor. Bear DiNucci and his gang up there are proud to be joining us as a sponsor. Flying Pie. Pizza, subs, and wraps to go. The Bonton. And we're off and running. First and goal from the 3. Jensen, high snap, high handoff.
Touchdown.
Oh my goodness, there was two errors, and it's still Bruley comes up with a touchdown from the 4.
Dennis's 3rd touchdown of the evening.
His 3rd. Dennis took it to the house, and again, Flying Pie Pizza, subs and wraps you can take to your house, and pizza as well. Flying Pie, take it to the house. 2-point conversion. Levi
He's in. He's good. Levi Jensen.
2-point conversion
Levi Jensen
brings the score 22. 22 to 8. So with 10, 42
go first half.
left in a half.
Your
Cardinals put up 8 points on the scoreboard. Other sponsors here while we have a minute. Foley Calcium, Certified Public Accountants and Consultants. That's Martin Dickers. Used to be Cardinal Accounting. Now it's Foley Calcium, CPA. Luck Pharmacy, Main Street, your hometown choice. Sterling Bank. We're sitting here in the Sterling Booth Bank at Garrow Football Field here in Luck. Sterling Bank, Evergreen Plaza, Highway 35 and 48. And Tomlinson Insurance Agency, Main Street, Luck. Subway, Balsam Lake, Simon Frederick, and Balsam Lake Hardware Hank. Thank you for your support. Please support our sponsors.
Jensen to kick off for the Cardinals. Brock Johnson back deep for the Bears.
Deep kick.
Long kick for Luck. That hasn't seen that all year.
Inside the 10.
They're trying to pin number 7 back.
Inside the 10, out to the 25, and a penalty flag comes in at about the 20.
Usually signifies a block in the back or holding on the offensive team, which is the kick receiving
Block
team.
below the waist. Looks like the back.
Hankies piled up here.
I think that's indicated a block in the back.
Yeah. From the spot of the foul, which looks like at the 20-yard line. So it should be 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line.
Block in the back.
There we go.
Ball on the Bears.
1st and 10 from the 10.
Oh, it looks like the 11. They moved it up, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
That flag doesn't describe it completely.
Okay. A little more than 10 and a half minutes left in the first half.
Now Clayton's getting to a situation, maybe they might have to start throwing a little bit more because they don't want to get too far behind here, but they're going to run it. Good seal in the end.
Good fill. Good fill.
Bennett Jensen, but there's a powerful runner. Bennett slowed him up, allowed the rest of the team to catch up. And actually, we were talking earlier about Clayton's participation with such a small school. They got a really good number of football players there. There's 14 cheerleaders over there.
14
cheerleaders, and they've also got a volleyball team that's probably rated 1 or 2 in the state right now.
They were rated number 1 the last I saw.
Participation rate at Clayton must be really high.
Yeah. And
they're going to stick with the running game. Well, yep. He's tough.
Out just short of the 20. Made a nice cutback. That's Hoffman again carrying the ball. He's going to be black and blue tomorrow. He's a workhorse.
Make it 3rd and 2 for the purple and white from their own 19.
3rd and 2 for the Bears. Break huddle. Unbalanced right. Johnson. Set right.
Yep.
Here it comes.
Good cutback. It's going to get him that first down.
Again, Riley Reynolds forces the cutback.
Not too often that runner there is not going to get a couple yards.
Yeah.
Got good blocking on the edge and just his power alone.
Down for the Clayton Bears.
Under 9 minutes left in the first half. Line of scrimmage. 23-yard line. Unbalanced line, set left.
Oh, going to pass. Airing it out. Nice throw, nice touch.
Nice touch over the top. Completed on the sidelines, out of bounds. At about the 35, 36-yard line.
Nice pass to number 7, Mr. Brock Johnson, a 170-pound, 6-foot senior for Clayton.
There's that passing attack. That was a well-thrown pass. Unbalanced right. Again, Johnson over here in the slot. Trying to get wide.
There's the pursuit. Good fill. Good fill. Find grass and go. Levi Jensen, number 5.
Levi Jensen filling it.
Reynolds and Jensen on the side.
Lost half a yard on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 11.
And I don't know if anybody else has even ran the ball for Clayton tonight, 128. Maybe the quarterback on the scramble, but doesn't.
35.
Yeah, it's basically.
Well, of course, with their offensive set, he's the only one back there. So who else is going to throw? Oh, he's going deep, number 7. Perfect ball. Fumble. Oh, he dropped it.
Put it on the field.
Put it right where he needed it to. Well, I hope Mr. Wyatt Jensen learned something on that nice move.
He was gone if he hangs on to that pass. Again, a nice, well-thrown pass.
As I suspected, they seem to be throwing a little bit more now than they expected them to start the game. But you're down 22-8. You got to try and do it. Because we're starting to slow down that run a little bit. And
3rd and a short 11 for the Bears.
probably another good passing down.
Got 28
on the wheel route. Here it comes. Nope, that's out of bounds.
Good defense.
Levi Jensen had that covered up very well.
Now this pass goes incomplete and out of bounds. Brings up 4th down for the Bears.
Jensen covering.
And with 8-man football, you know, the scores can change so rapidly. It's not a position yet where they have to start thinking about 4-down territory on their side of the field. They're more than likely going to punt it. But then again, maybe not. Up, 28's back. He punts.
He punts.
He punts.
He punts. He runs. He catches.
Number 5, Levi Jensen is back. So he's averaging like 37 yards a return. And
nice
the ones
punt.
that he can return in there is a very good punt. Going to be.
Oh boy! At
Get away
the
from it, Levi. Ooh,
that ball.
Beautiful punt by Hawkins.
That ball went dead about the 1 yard line.
He just did what he shouldn't do. You don't just touch it. You got to pick that up. Because I saw a game against Cransburg and Flambeau a few years back, 11-man. Kid from Flambeau did that same exact thing. The guy from Cransburg picked it up and ran 65 yards for a touchdown. Whistle should have never sounded. But Luck's got a long ways to go.
You got what, 79 yards to go to pay dirt here, or about?
Beautiful punt.
Maybe it's on the 2 or 3. Jensen on a keeper up the middle, crosses the 5 yard line.
Keeping it safe with the spin back, keeping the ball, no handoffs. You don't have to worry about fumbling because I suppose we're a little gun shy from popping it at the one against Shell Lake last week.
2nd and 7 for the Cardinals.
Brendan Swagger, 215-pound senior, made the stop.
The handoff to Dennis Bruley. Ooh, hit hard.
At the 5 yard line.
Number 55, and Brendan Swagger again.
That's Swagger again. He's bringing some swagger out there. He made the last 2 tackles. He's a big boy. It's like he's playing middle linebacker, or is that Mike? I don't know.
Well, they got a Mike and a Will. 8-man is a little different. You only got 2 instead of 3. Wyatt Jensen, great first down.
Boy, oh boy, he did some wonderful cutbacks to earn himself a first down at the 15.
15 for another look, Cardinal.
Coming up on 6 minutes and 30. 6:30 left in the half. Big first down. Excellent first down. Cardinals retain possession. Clock keeps running.
1st and 10 for the red and black from their own.
Be huge to go down and put another score on the board before half.
Low snap. They'll fumble it. Well, he picked it back up.
Bennett Jensen covers the fumble. No gain on the play. No loss on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 10. We've had some ball handling mistakes.
We've been working on that.
Oh, okay. All right.
But yeah, it's a.
I mean, it's an offense that's so critical to have.
Oh, Luck's first pass of the night, little screenplay. Ooh, a little overboard. Yep, wide open, nobody on him. Number 22, Andrew Moose.
Intended for the move. Ball's incomplete. Makes it 3rd and 10 for the Cardinals.
Boy, he was open.
He was wide open. But you know, when you're not used to throwing, even though we do practice it in practice, practice. We have pass plays and things, but when you're not used to doing it, well, Coach Kinzer used to say there's always, every time you pass, there's 4 things that can go wrong. So what those 4 things were, he never said, but that's how much he didn't pass. But Luck has been Luck's going to have to punt. But as much as a running team Luck has been for many years, and the kind of the theory of, stop our run and then we'll have to pass.
Tackled by Becker.
Brought down by Becker.
That's a freshman kid, 5'11", 165, a freshman kid.
I believe we have Luck's first punt of the evening by number 7, Dennis Bruley.
Well, we need a good punt here, Al.
Need a good snap. To turn it back in. Good job, Bennett Jensen. Way to turn that runner back into the pursuit.
Right at the 35-yard line. Well defended.
Clayton will start
5 minutes.
10 from their own 35.
5 minutes left in the first half. Obviously, the rain delay.
It was approximately about a 35-yard punt, which is a little underneath Dennis's average.
Unbalanced Ryan.
37 and a half.
Split out to the right. Hoffman gets the handoff, running off tackle.
Levi Jensen and Wyatt in the tackle.
Met right in the hole at the line of scrimmage.
Stacked up by Bruley. Wyatt Jensen.
I don't care if you've got Levi Jensen hitting you all night, you are going to be sored.
Brings up 2nd and 9. Short gain on the play.
2nd and 9 for the Bears from their own 36.
Unbalanced line. Split left.
Jet motion. It'll be pass.
Little delayed pass out. Johnson, the receiver. Across the 40.
Levi Jensen with the tackle.
I couldn't see if Johnson was the wide receiver or if he was the inside receiver on that. They had two people split out to the left. So far, the Luck defense has handled the passing attack fairly well, I'd say. Here he comes. Trouble.
Go deep.
Trouble.
Good coverage. Oh.
Out of bounds. Inside to Luck 30. First down. That was a nice scramble.
Well, with 8-man football too, you've got that big gap. You got your 3 running, your 2 tackles, and your nose tackle rushing the quarterback. And if you got your corners and safety going back with the receivers, there's a lot of space. So if he gets outside of that defensive coverage, you can usually get 10, 15 yards.
From the 29-yard line in Luck territory, Clayton is 1st and 10 with 3:37 remaining in the first half. Johnson split out left.
Jet motion. It'll be pass. Double covered. Oh, are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. That was fantastic coverage.
That was an uncatchable pass.
Doesn't matter in high school.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Nope, does not matter in high school.
Multiple flags hit the field.
That's the second one he's thrown I've not agreed with, but had one in front and one in back, exactly how we tell him to do it.
Well,
it is what it is.
That'll give him a first down. It's not a spot foul like it is in college or the pros.
From the line of scrimmage. Wow.
So we're at the 15. 3:31, and Clayton is threatening here at the end of the first half. Cardinals going to have to.
That's been their biggest play all night is penalties.
Have to step up.
Another pass going across the middle. Nice catch. Good coverage.
Touchdown. That's that Johnson kid. Brock Johnson, 6 feet, 170-pound senior. well-thrown ball. There were defenders there, but he
Good hands.
went up, made the catch. 3:25 left in the first half. 22-14 as Clayton comes up to attempt a two-point conversion. Whoop, low snap.
Oh, there's a flag on the play.
2-point conversion.
Two-point conversion to Hoffman is good.
Against the field.
Penalty is indicated against the Cardinals. So I think that'll be declined. We'll see. Holding. Luck. Oh, of course they're going to take the points.
Defensive holding?
What are we waiting for?
I don't know, just decline it. Or is it against Luck?
Holding.
Luck.
Luck.
Holding is
Oh, they're going to assess it on the kickoff. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
All right. Two-point conversion. Makes it 22-16.
3:25 to go. First half. Clayton Bears 16, Cardinals 22.
Mr. Dunlap having a little discussion down here. The boys in the striped shirts. There's the mark-off on the penalty.
So instead of kicking from the 30, they will kick off from the 40.
Penalty assessed on the kickoff. Clayton will kick from midfield.
Like a ball game, 22-16.
Yeah, this is way too close for comfort here. 3:25 remaining in the half. We got a lot of football left, Al.
Lots of football. Now what?
I think he went without being told to go.
Okay. There's a flag.
Who's that one on?
Well, you're saying a legal procedure, so that'd be 5 yards against Clayton.
What's the indication?
I've seen more flags tonight than I've seen in the last
Legal procedure.
3 games. 2, I should say. One was a forfeit.
Yes, there has been an inordinate amount of hankies hitting the field.
Another squib kick.
Watch
Levi
him break
Jensen,
it.
number 5. There he goes. Power. There he goes. Touchdown, Levi Jensen.
Levi Jensen.
Approximately, let's see.
Touchdown.
Like 65 yards area.
Well, he not only does it on punts, he does it on...
Kicks too, yeah. And actually, in practice, Levi says, I want to do this. So we said, okay. Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, really good idea.
Wow. Besides being strong, he's also quick.
Yes, he is.
That didn't take long. 3:13.
Well, and that's your 8-man football again. Leaves the score 28-16, the Cardinals.
Cardinal lead a little more comfortable.
And not only that, it's the resilience of other teams too. It's like, you get a score like that, fumble, no good. Get a score like that and turn around and put it right back, and now we see how Clayton responds.
Two-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Clayton Bears 16, Cardinals 28.
12-point game. 3:13. Wow.
Well, looks like it's going to be a late game with that half-hour delay, and hopefully thank goodness we're not going anywhere this evening. So,
Well,
you aren't going up to Washburn tonight, are you?
you know, I thought about it, but that passed a long time ago. That thought disappeared a long time ago. I'm telling you, when I drove down this afternoon, I left at 20 after 12, and traffic was unbelievable going up Highway 63.
Well, sure, it's the last hurrah of the summer.
It was nuts. Boats and campers and kayaks. Yeah, it must be the last hoorah.
Yeah, let's see how Clayton bounces back after that touchdown. And knowing,
Another squib kick.
knowing the
Ooh,
Clayton athletes
up the handle.
and the coaches that I do, that they're not going to fold.
Crosses the 30-yard line to about the 32.
Paxton on the return for the Bears.
Every year, my family, we go up to Moose Lake, Minnesota. They've got a fantastic little campground right in town, right on the water. You do kayaking, agate hunting, and all sorts of stuff. It's just a lot of fun. ATV riding, they got hundreds of miles of trails and ditches and things you can go on. But we're not leaving till tomorrow.
Well, like I said, I had thought about driving up tonight after the game.
That's a long drive at night.
But, 106-0, maybe it'll be over early.
That's not happening.
That it
Jet
could
motion.
be tonight. Ooh,
Like another pass.
Good pressure. They got him.
They got him. They sacked him.
Riley Runnels.
And Hunter Sellett, number 20.
Good pressure that time.
Good 5-yard loss on that sack.
2nd and 15. Under 3 minutes left in the half.
Momentum seems to be jacking the Cardinals up a little bit after Levi's long touchdown run.
That has to be energizing.
It is. It's very energizing for a team out there. Some things are, seem to be going okay, but something like that could just change the whole thing of the whole temperature of the game.
Yeah. Pitch. Perhaps two.
Looks like the Jensen brothers, both initially on that tackle.
Been brought down by a host of Jensen. Pick up a 1.
Give him one on a play. Second and 14 coming up on 2 minutes.
Well, that's
left in the half.
3rd and 14, yep.
3rd and 14, my bad.
I thought I saw that sign was a 3 in the last play, but I was going to say 4th.
I got way too many bugs in front of me on this glass. I got.
Yeah, these windows need to get cleaned. Oh, I can't believe they're running it.
Back to the original line of scrimmage, and not an inch more.
Hoffman on the carry. Picks up 4 on the play.
Yeah, with only a 12-point lead, I don't expect. Oh, we got a timeout. I don't expect. Well, of course they call a timeout on Cardinals, station clock time, but I don't expect Clayton not to punt this ball.
We have Jensen and Dennis Bruley on the stop for the Cardinals, so it brings up 4th down and 10 from the Clayton 30.
Only a 12-point deficit. Yeah, they're not going to take any
If
chance.
you punt it, maybe punt it out of bounds.
I would think so. Yeah, I wouldn't want to punt it to Levi.
Well, that's
so, well, just turn your body sideways and hit the sideline.
That's the plan.
Yep. Coming up at halftime, which is a minute and 44 to go from now.
28-16.
I'm sure Marty would be more than happy to signify our sponsors again. There will be a technical 2-minute break.
Of our sponsors.
Yeah.
You know it. 12-point lead for the Cardinals as they hope to have one more crack at the end.
Number 22 is back, punting from the 30-yard line. Bad snap on the ground.
Oop.
Got it off. Oh, Levi, get away from it. There we go. Down to the 20.
That took a wicked bounce, and Levi did the smart thing and not try to field it. That was not a
30-yard punt, no return.
A fieldable ball.
Cardinals will start 1st and 10 from their own 20.
28-16, 1:34 to play.
We practiced a lot of 2-minute offense, so let's see what they do here today.
got a 134 offense?
Well, it kind of.
Okay.
Just have to take a few plays out of that 2-minute offense. Oh, we got 2 timeouts yet, too. Oh. We got a timeout by Clayton. That helps.
Late arrival.
That just gave us 3 timeouts.
On the defense.
Timeout called by the Clayton Bears.
Smart call by the coach.
I don't think they had 8 men on the field. They had a player that came in really late. I wasn't counting, but it looked like they were trying to get somebody on the field.
Yeah, and 8 man's hard enough. You don't want to play with 7.
Well, another beautiful night for football, though. This is
gorgeous weather. Temperatures are good. No rain.
Yeah.
One string of lightning for 30 minutes, but
field is in great shape with all the rain we've had recently. It's pretty plush carpet they're playing on tonight.
And of course, I go to all the away games. Of course, either driving the bus and helping the stats. And of course, now with the We Are Luck thing, but Luck's Field is one of the best ones we play on. Yep. Of course, we don't practice on it either. We have a practice field, so it doesn't get dug up. And
that do make a difference.
It does make a huge difference.
Out of timeout, Cardinals facing 1st and 10 from their own 20.
60 yards to go. Hope they get another score here for the Cardinals. Dennis Bruley, number 7. Oh, good fill by that number 55 again.
Yeah, he's a stud.
He's all over the place.
They haven't been able to block him here in the last couple of possessions.
Brendan Swagger. Yep, he's a
there he goes.
Just a fast offense. Wyatt Jensen, number 2. Hang on to the rock. He just fumbled
ball's on the field.
Clayton recovered.
And Clayton recovers with 1 minute and
strong hit by Clayton.
7 seconds.
Wyatt Jensen on the carry. Ball does come loose at the end of the run.
Officials are discussing it.
Picked about 15 yards and then put the ball in the field. Clayton got on it.
What they're discussing, I don't know.
Did it get out of bounds without possession? Nope.
Guess not. Nope, they gave it to
Indicating Clayton has the football.
10 inside Cardinal territory.
1 minute and 7 to go.
Looks like about the 36-yard line. Make it to 35.
I know there's some people that watch these games and want to have the blowout win, but we prefer these types of games because it just makes us stronger throughout the year.
Yes.
For the playoffs, and hope we'll get to the playoffs. And we're back. Oh, there's going to be a pass. Little screen, dropped it.
Well, the thing about athletics is how do you handle adversity? Sometimes you don't get breaks. They don't go your way. Hey, that's part of the game, so you've got to be able to deal with it. Yep. And so we
get better every week and move on.
We had a turnover here. Hey, we just suck it up and play some defense. 1:03 left in the half. 28-16.
Looks like Luck has changed their defensive scheme too. They're only rushing 2 this time. They don't have a nose tackle. They've dropped the linebacker in.
Going to defend the pass.
Yep, defend the pass.
Ooh.
There's a hold.
Boom.
Big hit.
Boom.
Big hit by Hunter Sellett, number 20 of Luck. Big legal hit.
Hit hard by Sellett.
Travis is a wrestler, I believe.
He is a very good wrestler, yes.
There's laundry in the
For the Luck Frederick Gransburg team.
We have a penalty indicated against Clayton. At least Clayton is backed up, so I'm assuming that it's...
I'm sure Luck will accept the penalty because otherwise it'd be 3rd and 5 versus 2nd and about 25. Or 15, yeah, 2nd and about 25. Area.
Holding is the indication.
Now 2nd and 20.
Back them up 10.
2nd and 20 with 55 seconds left in the half. Luck 28. Clayton 16.
Don't quite understand the holding call. We only got 2 guys rushing against 5. But somebody must have been getting an advantage.
Got to mark it off from the spot of the foul.
Foul. I thought it should have been further than that.
That's what I was thinking.
Yep.
I didn't want to say anything.
28.
Make that 2nd. 28.
2nd and very long.
Double sticks, they call that.
28. Second and 28. 55 seconds left in the
I would
half.
expect to pass. No, he might pass. Oh, 28 again. Oh, good cut.
Kid runs hard.
Yep, he does. Got a good chunk of it back. Crowd's fired up for Clayton. They should be. It's a heck of a ball game for him.
Brings up about
13.
brings up third and about 15. Third and 15. 33 seconds left. Clock is running. 30 seconds.
Third and 15 for the Bears.
They're going to have to throw the ball here to stop the clock.
I think they might only have one timeout left, if I remember
I don't
correctly.
think they've got any timeouts
Okay, that
left.
could very well be. Trying to get out of bounds.
And he did get out on the sideline. Short of first down yardage, however.
Johnson.
Definitely 4-down territory with 11 seconds to go.
11 seconds, 4th and 15.
I would expect they're going deep.
Ball at the 33, 34-yard line of the Luck Cardinals.
They might be able to get one ball or one play in first if they get the first down marker. The clock stops in high school for them to move the chains. They have an opportunity to get two plays here if they don't have any timeouts left.
Oh, Clayton, there it is, a timeout. They had one left.
Yep.
I didn't think they had one left.
So that's their third, and they're finally done. You get 3 per half. So I'd expect the Luck coaches to put nothing but D-backs back there.
Wow, what a half.
Fantastic ball game. 2 in a row. I like it.
Players are playing hard. Coaches are coaching hard.
As long as they stay off the sideline. Good.
We're going to play a little trick play, the old hook and ladder.
Yeah,
What do you think? You got that in the repertoire here?
everybody does. It's just
Well-
whether you ever need it or not.
I mean, this might be the time to pull it out.
I watched the Bruce team film I was scouting the other night that threw it like on the 4th play of the game.
Well,
Little toss back, flea flicker, and they
but I
scored.
mean,
Yeah.
can you imagine the elation that Clayton would feel by putting points up here?
Oh, you bet. It's going
Just
into
before
halftime
half?
would be huge.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they wouldn't be walking on the ground on the way to the bus. They'd be
Yep.
floating.
Got a lot
All
of
right.
got a lot of D-backs out there for Luck.
4th and 8 for the Bears.
Nothing getting behind them.
Big play here. Big play.
We got trips on the left. One guy stayed.
He got out of bounds.
Right around by the first down marker.
Number 28, Tom Hoffman.
Now he's going to have to go to the end zone soon.
Hoffman with the reception. 8 seconds left to go. 1st and 10 Clayton at the 25. That was a well-executed play. They stacked 2 receivers, and the
1st and 10 for the Bears from the Cardinals 25.
front receiver went downfield, and the second receiver did a square out. Well-thrown ball for a first down. So
Out on the field.
Clayton is still...
Cardinals time their second time out, I believe. And you know, if you don't take all your timeouts in the first half, you can't bring them with you. So you might as well make sure everybody's on the same page.
If you can't call a timeout at halftime?
If you want.
Okay.
But, yeah. It's not going to get signified by an official, but you know, just to make sure that everybody's on the same page of what their coaches are looking for and what their responsibilities are to hopefully try and stop the Bears from getting a touchdown with 8 seconds left to go in the half.
Well, Coach Humple is making sure in that defensive huddle that everybody knows what their assignments are going to be. And, I mean, it's an absolute necessity that there's no margin for error. I mean, this is...
No. The way this young kid can throw that, young kid, but senior can throw that football with number 28 up there catching them.
So, and off we go. 8 seconds left, 28-16.
Out of the timeout, 1st and 10.
Depending upon the outcome, but I got to imagine he's got to go to the end zone with this pass with 8 seconds left to go and no timeouts left. Still a 2-man rush by the Cardinals. Number 28's going deep. There's the throw, and he's open.
Incomplete.
1 second left on the clock.
They still have a second. Wow.
Hoffman falls in.
Wow.
1 second to go in the first half. The 2nd and 10 for the Bears.
This is their Hail Mary here.
I was going to just say that. Here comes the Hail Mary. Yep. course, hopefully no defensive penalties.
Lutheran boy like you, what do you know about Hail Marys?
Hey, come on, the Vikings have been through 28 quarterbacks in the last 5 years. We got one last year, though. The Minneapolis Miracle. The only one
This
we
is
had.
it.
This is it. Good rush by
Chasing him out, chasing him out.
There's
He
a throw.
throws.
He's open. Oh, no good.
No, he's
good.
out of the end
He's
zone.
out. Oh, no way. He was out. He did not. Unbelievable.
They gave him the touchdown.
They gave him that touchdown. Wow.
Pass is complete to Johnson.
His foot was on the line before the ball was even in his hands. I'll have to look at film on that tomorrow just to see.
This is where we bring out the replay flag.
Yep.
Wow. 1 second to go. The Hail Mary, the prayer was answered. They flushed him out of the pocket, and he threw a duck. I mean, it was not a tight spiral at all.
There's
There
the
he
two-point
is.
conversion. Looks too long. Nice catch.
2-point conversion, good.
Yeah, and there we are.
28-24. Cardinals up with a 4-point lead. But
There we are, 28-24 half.
this half is, concerning what the Clayton Bears are doing tonight, sticking with us like this, it's definitely a victory for the Clayton Bears. They got a little momentum going for them. Why that was called a touchdown, I guess I don't know. I guess I'll have to see it on the film. Mr. Dunlap's discussing that with them right now, currently. Don't blame him.
Mr. Dunlap has had several discussions.
Yep, understandably so. But I'm kind of partial.
Wow, what a first half, huh?
Fantastic first half of football. And we knew they weren't going to be easy. We've seen them. But they're even playing better than we expected. They definitely are.
Well, and frankly, I think their balanced attack. They're just not a one-trick pony throwing the ball around.
Yep.
They've been able to run the ball.
Throw it like they want.
Throw it. For the juniors in the 8th.
And they get the ball in the kickoff and start the second half. Actually, no, Luck does. Luck deferred.
Yep.
So Luck will get the ball and start the second half.
We'll start with the football. Hopefully they'll have something in their tank that come out with and execute. Oh, man, I'll tell you. Can you believe it? 1 second. One second.
Yep.
The Hail Mary, successful. Oh, I'm just checking my...
Oh, Marty's getting tech on me. You don't have a flip phone.
No, I'm trying to find out the Badger score.
Oh.
Badgers up.
Badgers up, 7-0.
7-0.
Who are they playing?
They're playing... Is it Western Kentucky?
Who's that?
Western Kentucky Hilltoppers.
Okay.
Badgers 7, Western Kentucky 0. First 3 possessions for the Badgers: punt, TD, punt. Now, checking on...
Score from Camp Randall. End of the first quarter. Badgers 7, Western Kentucky 0.
Coach Dunlap didn't want to hear that, Bear. Oh, well.
Now I got to check and see how the Brewers are doing. Here's a picture of Heidi. She's out on her patio. She's got the Brewer game on one TV and the Packers on the other TV.
Wow,
now
that's heaven for you guys.
Yeah, Badgers. I'm sorry. The Badgers on one TV and the Brewers on another TV. Simulcast. I can remember the very first year after Sue and I were married. And Sue came home from work, and this was during the state tournament. Sue came home from work, and I was already home from my classes, and I had our 19-inch color TV.
Ooh, that was big back then.
Oh man, 19-inch color. I was proud of that. 19-inch color TV, and I was watching the Boys State tournament from Madison. On top of that one, I had my 13-inch black and white TV from my college days. Let's see.
With transistors?
No.
Okay.
It was a 13-inch black and white, little portable. But on that one, I had the NCAA tournament, which was on at the same time as the Boys State tournament.
March Madness.
And on my radio, I didn't have sound on either one of those. On my radio, I was listening to the Bucks.
Multitask, sporting enigma. Why doesn't that surprise me?
I had 3 basketball games on, and so Sue knew right from the get-go. And that was our first date. Our first formal date in college. We went down to the Student Union to watch the state championship game in 1969, Nina and Beloit Memorial, and of course, that's the famous half-court shot by Lamont Weaver. Of course, I was cheering for Nina because that was close to my hometown. Yep. Sue was from Madison, so she's cheering for her Big 8 Beloit team. So that was our first date. So basketball is...
I'm sure if Sue is listening, she'll be happy that you remember that. Of course, sports has pretty much been your life, but that's okay.
Well,
could be worse things.
Yeah, it could be.
Could be a lot worse things.
There's worse things, absolutely. Now, live coverage, Brewers versus National. Let's see what's going on there. Brewers 4, Washington 1, bottom of the 8th. So the Brewers are ahead, and the Badgers are ahead, and the Cardinals are ahead here in Luck. This is the Brewers, 4-1. Brewers are ahead 4-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Oh boy. What a game, Al. What a game. We have time here in halftime. I'm going to again take this opportunity to ask our followers out there and in the area and out of the area, actually. We're sponsored by the Army National Guard, by Jensen Furniture, Jake and Sonia, Dad Mark, and since 1956, Main Street Luck. Remax Cornerstone Realty in Frederick. That's Jim and John Tinman, right on Highway 35. The Sign Express, St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin. Professional Technology Tutor out of Siren, Sarah Ryman. Computer repair and technology classes for all of you Luddites, such as myself. I need a scholarship for one of those classes. I need more than one class. Arrow Building Center in Siren, proud to sponsor our broadcast. Bear DiNucci and his gang from Arrow Building Center of Siren. Flying Pie Pizza. Pizza, subs, wraps to go. They make it, you take it, you bake it at home. Bontan, Kent and Rachel Peterson in the heart of the Loop, downtown Luck. Foley Calson, certified public accountants and consultants. Martin Dickers. Now, Martin has an interesting attachment to football. I don't know if you ever played football, but his wife, Catherine Dickers, is the daughter of Rick Hystrom, formerly Unity High School football coach. So Martin wants you to know that even though the name on the building has changed, he's still there, providing the same conscientious service. Stop in and see Martin Dickers for all of your accounting needs. Luck Pharmacy, Main Street Luck, your hometown choice. Sterling Bank, Evergreen Plaza, Highway 35 and 48. Paul Denny, managing the bank out there at Sterling. Tomlinson Insurance, Al, right here next to me. He can tell you all about the insurance opportunities he provides. We talked about taking it to the house. I was trying to think. You take it to the house, and you take it and bake it pizza, and the house needs insurance. You see, Al. If the house needs some home furnishings, you go to Jensen Furniture. So we've got a lot of connections here with taking it to the house. Subway, newly opened in Balsam Lake, with locations in Siren and Frederick as well, sponsoring tonight's broadcast. And Balsam Lake, Hardware Hank, Hardware Angie, and her hardworking crew in Balsam Lake are part of our sponsorship family. So please support their efforts.
And I would like to thank all the people that are actually watching this on the We Are Luck website, on Facebook, or through the National Federation of High School Sports website to get into this, because being able, you guys watching this, it helps get the words of the sponsors. And when we're at home, we don't get to see all the comments that are being made during the Facebook as I can with the away games, with the setups that we have here. So if you don't hear any response from us, it doesn't mean that we're not appreciative. We just don't have that facility working here tonight.
No, absolutely. The technology isn't available to us at this time. Maybe at some point in the future it will be, but right now it's not. So
when on the away games, it does show up on the iPad, but I'm not sure with Aaron Argis' stuff here going right now. But
we've got our IT specialist, Aaron Argis, here, who's running the broadcast. And
thank you for watching, and I hope you'll be able to see it from wherever you're at. And you're watching a very exciting football game.
Yeah, you're seeing some good high school football. This is really good 8-man football, and two teams that are not backing down at all. They're just out there giving it all. So we'll see what the second half holds. We've got about 5 minutes left in halftime here.
And they'll probably use that 3-minute warm-up, which I've never quite understood, but.
Well, I can see in October when it's really cold and you've been sitting around for a half and you need the warm up time. But I mean, right now the Clayton kids are out on the field. They're getting stretched out. The Luck players are still meeting in the bus garage as per usual, and I'm sure I'm sure the coaching staff is just imploring, better execution, better effort. But I mean, they've done a fine job. Clayton showed up ready to play.
Yep, they did, and it's fantastic to see. If you think about last year's game, they probably show up and you try not to, but they're thinking, okay, here it is, it's luck. But no, they have not. They've come here to play football, and right now they've got all the confidence in the world that they can beat us. And that's making it a tough game.
Very last second, virtually last second touchdown. That's a huge momentum maker for Clayton.
And Luck coming out in the second half here. Of course, they do receive the ball, but in order to answer to that, they're gonna need to drive it down the field and take some of that momentum away, or Clayton's going to be on a high surf, and they're gonna come after it.
No, it's a good night for football, and it's good football tonight. So we'll see what the second half holds here. We're coming up on 3.5 minutes before we see the Cardinals back on the field. So next week is next week Bruce?
Next weekend is at Bruce, yep. And Bruce is 4-0, and we won't know what we are until this game is decided tonight, either 3-1 or 4-0, so it should be a really highly contested game. Actually, Bruce has actually started copying our offense now, of course, with Coach Kenji over there with some influence.
What a surprise.
Yep. What a surprise, yeah. But, that's the greatest form of flattery is,
imitation. The highest form of flattery, that's right.
Yep. Luck's been very successful with it, and I'm surprised it's taken this long for a team to start trying to run what we've been running. So, yeah, it should be interesting.
Well, this offense that Luck runs borrows a little bit, I think, out of the old single wing. They've got, they got direct snap to the back, and he can hand off, he can spin. It's it's all sleight of hand stuff. It's smoke and mirrors. And boy, if defensively, if you're caught flat-footed looking in the wrong place, sorry, you've lost an opportunity to make the play.
Last week against Shell Lake, their Will linebacker was over pursuing, watching for Dennis Bruley, and that's when Bennett came back and 2 plays in a row ran for 60 yards and 55 yards for a touchdown because they're over pursuit. You got to pay attention to each one of the people in the backfield against the Luck offense.
Cardinals are out of the bus garage. Come out in the field. Just under 2 minutes left, and I assume we'll get the other 3 minutes on top of the 2. So well, we're just going to have to see if Luck can assert themselves offensively, and then defensively, they've got to assert themselves defensively. They've got to come up with some stops here. They can't afford to let Clayton's confidence continue.
Keep building.
Exactly.
So it's been a slow roll, but it keeps right on growing.
The longer Clayton hangs around, the tougher it's going to be to put him away. So, and I'm sure the coaches
I'm sure they've addressed that at halftime.
We're very adamant about, come on, guys. We got to go out and make a statement here, our first trip offensively, and then when we get on defense, we just got to put the clamps on. Like you can.
And last week, Luck against Shell Lake, they came out and they were down at the end of the first half against a very good Shell Lake team. Third quarter was all Luck and kind of broke it all open. Scored 28 points in the third quarter. Just kind of sealed the fate, but we'll see if Luck can do that again tonight.
Yeah, 28 points in a quarter. Definitely should put some distance between you and your opponents.
Against a very good team. Shell Lake is going to definitely be something to contend with.
Now the officials are back on the field. Now we start the
3-minute warm-up.
The 3-minute warm-up at the end of the
15 minutes.
15-minute half. I don't know why they just don't put up 18 minutes and say that's what it's going to be.
I've never understood that rule.
They go down to 0 and then they put up 3 minutes and do it some more.
Oh, Sheila says because she gets paid more. Okay, that's why. All these years that I've read the WIA rule book, the case book, to get certified as an official for football, I didn't know that. I didn't see that.
I think Sheila set off that lightning display also.
Certainly.
That cost us a half-hour delay. I mean, she's getting paid. She's getting paid by the hour up here, and so heck.
She gets a flat fee. Okay. So you just lost money then, actually. Okay.
Man, your hourly rate just went down.
And speaking of hourly rate, it kind of reminds me, and I'm a guy for numbers and stats and all that kind of stuff. And when Coach Hetfeld was the head coach here at one time, and he had an offense that you could run with, just by numbers, and you had the receivers had 6 different formations they could go by. The backs had 5 or 6. Well, when I got done all computing it all, you could run 1,268 plays out of this offense kind of thing, But of course, with all the coaching, what people don't realize, it's not just for an hour and a half, Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
I figured out one time that I made 35 cents an hour coaching football because the vast majority of the time spent was outside of the football field. The scouting and the adjustments for the next game and the statistics.
Looking at film
So I give a lot of credit to all coaches that do this because, number one, it's fun. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing it because we're certainly not doing it for the money.
It's a rewarding experience.
It very much is, yes.
I mean, it's a challenge. It's not easy, but it's something that absolutely is a great experience and something that I'm proud to have been part of for 39 years. And I'm still doing it with my little 6th and 7th grade girls, so still kicking around. Well, we got 25 seconds in our final countdown here to the kickoff to begin the second half.
Marty, the Badgers are up 10-0.
Badgers are up now 10-0. We're getting updates here from...
I think they're playing Alpha or something like that.
Oh, okay.
No?
They're not playing Alpha.
Western Kentucky or something.
The Hilltoppers. Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Come on.
That's Glenwood City.
Huh?
That's Glenwood City.
It's also Western Kentucky.
Okay.
That's where Clem Haskins played basketball, Western Kentucky.
The knowledge you have is just amazing.
It's true.
Well, of course, he's a basketball guy. That's why. All right, come on, Luck. Let's see what we can do here in the second half. Let's see if we can bounce back. And crowd's getting riled up. They want to see a good second half.
Which way is that wind coming from?
Wind coming from the back window. Oh.
It's actually kind of a
easterly, it looks like.
Kind of coming out of the southeast, it looks like, looking at the flag.
Yep.
Southeast wind. So this is a wind-friendly kick.
They're going to squib. Yep. Number 30, Justin Bletchner, freshman. Good strong runner.
Boy, nice run.
Nice run, yep. Freshman.
He picked up about 8 yards after initial contact.
To the 35-yard line. Luck's going to start on Clayton's side of the field. Good start out the second half.
First and 10 from the Clayton 35.
First and 10 at Clayton's 35-yard line. Luck begins the second half.
The score here would be fantastic for Luck's momentum.
Yeah, 28-24.
Even if they don't get it on the first play,
Cardinals are up by 4. There's a good snap.
We're blocking that end.
Yeah, that was jammed up from the get-go. Looked like if he had to go anywhere, he had to go inside with that, and he made the choice to go outside and got stuffed for no gain.
Second 10.
That was Bruley, the ball carrier on that last carry. So second and 10 at the Clayton 35.
You can see with the penetration and the momentum that Clayton has right now. That's going to pass. Second pass of the night. Wide open. Wide open. Looks like a touchdown.
This is going to be 6.
Yes.
Great call. Great call. Great call.
Clayton certainly never expected that.
35-yard touchdown pass. Jensen to Jensen.
Wyatt Jensen.
Bennett Jensen to Wyatt Jensen. 6 points. Great call.
Fantastic
great call.
Definitely not expected by for the Clayton defense. You can certainly see that.
Cardinals up by 10. 34-24. 2-point conversion. Direct snap. Levi Jensen. Boy, they're really taking away the wide stuff. They've
having trouble with the 2-point conversion tonight.
They're really forcing. They're going to force Luck to beat him inside, and they've got that big nose tackle and that Mike linebacker stuffing up the middle. So it'll be an interesting chess game.
It's just and of course those 2-point conversions really become very important in 8-man football. Granted, now Luck has a 10-point lead, but you add up those ones we missed. Okay, now we got a 16-point lead kind of thing, and they really are really important. But it's good to see the Luck. 2 plays, took it right down, scored.
On a pass.
On a pass, which is extremely rare. However, we do have 3 touchdown passes this year now, which was probably 3 more than we had all year last year. I don't know, but I'd have to look at that one. But
I that's just excellent play calling, excellent execution. Again, you've got to plant that seed of doubt in Clayton's mind. And you've got to take what the defense is going to give you. That time they gave you the pass.
And last year we had 2 passing touchdowns all year.
Wow.
We already got 3 this year, so we still aren't a throwing team, but if you time it perfectly when the teams don't expect it, when Luck runs the ball 95% of the time, that's the result. Fantastic play call. Perfect pass by Bennett Jensen, right?
Wyatt Jensen, squib kick.
Should kick it to that guy.
There's Hoffman.
It is what it is.
Hoffman to
Tough.
midfield and maybe a little bit beyond.
Yeah, with that guy, you have to have full team pursuit with 8 guys on the ball because you never know when he's just going to break that tackle and keep right on going.
Right at the midfield marker. So roughly 11 minutes left in quarter number 3. Cardinals 34, Bears 24. Luck over Clayton, and one heck of a football game. All right, let's see what kind of adjustments the Cardinals have made on defense and what kind of adjustments, if any, are we going to see from
Deuce right.
From Clayton.
Jet in motion. Good cutback.
Hoffman running strong.
There
we go. Nice gang tackle.
Yep, good team
nice
pursuit.
gang tackle. Levi Jensen and
Dawson Van Meter.
Dawson Van Meter and Bruley. That's nice when you see multiple tacklers. Picked up 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6 for the Bears inside Cardinal territory.
Unbalanced line right. There goes Hoffman.
Seal those corner blocks.
Boy, they're really collapsing down that right side.
Yep.
Allowing the running back, allowing Hoffman to get around the corner. Once he gets around the corner, he's a load.
He's got a lot of yards this game.
He's listed 170 pounds, but boy, he runs
like he's 220.
He runs bigger than 170.
He runs a lot bigger than that. That right guard really sealed well off that corner.
Now we've got unbalanced left. See if they come back, run the same play to the left side. Trying to get outside here.
There's a pitch. Good hole. Collapsed pretty quick, but there was a hole there.
Picked up of maybe 3.
Hoffman on the carry. Picks up 3 on the play. Met by Jensen and Jensen.
2nd down and 7 from just short of the 25-yard line. Under 10 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Unbalanced line, strong right. Johnson at the end over there. Looking for Johnson on a fly.
Come on, sack him. There we go. Justin Bledger, number 30 freshman.
Good play.
Right off the nose tackle, got the inside seam in the A gap and was able to contain him.
Bleckinger is a 170-pound freshman. Well done. He's playing on the nose. The guy in front of him is about 270 pounds, so he did a great job.
Quickness got him that one. Yep. Definitely a passing down for Clayton.
All right, now we need to stop here, force them into a punt, although I don't know if they'll punt or not.
Probably not. I would expect so. Of course, we don't know the result of this play yet either.
2 receivers split out wide.
Look at the pass. Nice little screen. Drop the ball.
Drop the ball. Bennett Jensen on the coverage. Intended for Hoffman. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down and 16.
Of course, here's a good opportunity for a screenplay because with the 3 linemen, Luck's got their ears pierced back, peeled back, trying to get to the quarterback. Perfect opportunity for it.
16 for the Bears.
Well, it looks like they're set up in the punt formation. They're going to try and bury Luck deep. They're going to watch for the fake. Oh, they're going to punt. Low punt, get away. Not a bounce, nope. He's going to pick it up at the 3. Got a wall.
Levi Jensen returns it across the 25-yard line.
Nice 22-yard return by Levi. I wouldn't want to tackle him.
He had a head of steam going.
Oh, he did. I wouldn't want to tackle him.
All you see are shoulder pads and knees coming at you. He's low to the ground.
And he's strong and powerful.
Right at the 25. 1st and 10, Cardinals. All right, let's see what we got here.
Let's get another one on the board here. 10-point lead's not enough with this team. Bennett Jensen
picks up 5. Picks up 5. That's the play I think that they're giving us. They're giving us the middle. They're taking away the edges.
But, if we get 5 yards every play, it'll work out just well.
It'll work fine.
It'll work just fine.
If we can get that play at 5 yards every time.
Second and 5.
They don't have the big nose tackle in
The
anymore.
5-man front, too, and that's just extremely rare. That's why we're running.
There he goes.
That's why we're running the 12.
There he goes.
Let's see, with Clayton's 5-man front, that 12, which is what we call that play, that 12 looks really perfect because once you get past that first line, you're either going to score or you're going to get a lot of yardage.
Bennett Jensen.
And last year, Clayton ran that 5-man front, and that's what ended up being 100-0. But let's see how long they continue with that.
Almost broke that one. First down.
Shirt tail tackle.
At the Clayton 26.
Oh, they're still in the 5-man front. Gonna run it. Nope. Oh. Come on,
Wyatt.
Levi. Come on, Levi. Got to block him out. Got to kick him out. Nope. Injury on the play for a Clayton player. Well, that we certainly don't want.
Is that the Hoffman kid?
Patting his knee.
We've got a couple of trainers out. Our trainers out in the field. The Clayton trainers out on the field. You hate to see this.
For anybody, yeah. You definitely don't want to see that, especially one of their star players.
I really didn't see
I didn't either.
the play where it actually happened. I just saw him stuff it up.
Hopefully it's only a cramp and he'll be out one play and come back in. He's a fun player to watch.
He's a horse.
Good, he's getting up.
Getting up.
Looks like he's in pretty good pain, though.
I don't know who is that?
Beyond the cramp.
Is this Hoffman or is it 22?
22.
It's 22. It's not Hoffman. It's Tilton. Austin Tilton, 6'2", senior, 204 pounds. He's a big kid.
I think he caught one of them touchdown passes.
Yeah. Well, he's moving, but not too well.
No, I don't expect to see him coming back in the way he's gingerly not walking on his right leg. That's what's nice of having trainers these days.
Oh, yeah, it just takes so much of the pressure off the coaching staff.
And that you got the expertise of the trainers versus us. Okay, we know how to tape an ankle. Big deal.
That's right.
Yeah.
But no, it's so reassuring. All right, Cardinals have the football. 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. 34-24, 10-point lead.
Dennis Bruley got the seal on the inside.
Ooh.
Just about a horse tackle. There it is.
There it is.
Yep. That was that's a 15-yard penalty, personal foul.
That's personal foul, face mask. That's too convenient to handle, boy. You grab onto that.
That's where a lot of injuries come to. That's why that rule is in place for the horse collar. All the momentum's going one direction, and now it gets all reversed because of the horse collar.
So the ball is just outside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Luck.
And to signify, too, that the face mask penalty doesn't necessarily have to be on the mask itself.
No.
It could be grab any part of the helmet for a tackle, which looks like that's kind of what happened there on the backside of Dennis's helmet. Run, Denny.
To the 5.
Brody comes off right side.
Tackle by Johnson.
Taken out by Johnson.
2nd. I think we can still get a first down. So it's 2nd and 5 from just outside the 5.
Yeah, it looks like about the 1-foot-yard line. We can still get a first down should we have to.
2nd and long 5 for the Cardinals.
Oh, the ball's on the field. He picks it up out. A great bounce.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Who scored that? Wyatt
That's
Jensen. Wyatt Jensen.
Wyatt Jensen. That ball was on the field, and it came right up to him.
Happy birthday bounce.
Perfect Sunday hop. Wow. That was huge. 2 possessions, 2 scores. Now let's see if we can get a 2-point conversion. 6.5 minutes left in quarter number 3. Luck 40, Clayton 24.
We've been a little slack on these tonight. The percentages are not very high with the 2-point conversion this evening. Levi Jensen, he's going to throw it. He's going to throw it wide open.
There it is.
To Hunter Selland, number 20. 2-point conversion by Levi Jensen to Hunter Selland. There's another little...
Selland, 2-point conversion, go. 6.5 to go.
I knew we had it. I just didn't know if we were going to run it.
Who says we can't throw the football? Huh?
Yeah.
Who says that? That's cool. I
do what you got to do. And it's good to see it. Even here's Levi, a lineman throwing the football.
But you forget, Levi plays catcher on the baseball team.
I understand that.
And is one heck of an arm as a catcher.
Besides the horse on the basketball court.
42-24, Luck. 6.5 minutes left in quarter number 3. Breaking the action here. Cardinals will be kicking off from their own 30-yard line, kicking into a pretty brisk wind.
Got a little more breathing room. That helps a little bit. It's kind of like what we did with Shell Lake, too. Came out in the second half and pounded in a couple times. But I know Clayton, they're not going to back down. Might start throwing a little bit more again. Hopefully save on some clock. And they've been quite successful with the pass.
Just in the kickoff for the Cardinals. Back deep for the Bears and John.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, don't back down. Nice kick on the field.
Muffed kick.
Trouble. Johnson.
We still got 2 yards, but
Johnson to the 15. Boy, he mishandled.
Brings it out to the 15.
it's like Andrew Moose and Justin Bletchinger and Isaac Todd, number 34, in for that tackle.
Good for Isaac.
Isaac Todd on the tackle.
1st and 10. Clayton at their own 15-yard line.
And I don't remember what position number 22 played. See who had to come in for him. Timeout. First timeout by Clayton.
Clayton calls the timeout.
And probably if they've got somebody new in 22's position, they want to just make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a coach's nightmare. When you've got a player that's...
Well, and with 8-man, it's more evident. I mean, you've got 11-man, you got 50 kids out for...
We have an update on the Badgers score. Of course, you guys out there in Streamland or whatever it's called, you're probably watching it on your TV, but Badgers 17, Western Kentucky 0.
But with the fact of 8-man football, you got 11-man football, you got 50 guys on the field. You've got 2 guys standing in line waiting to get on that field to prove themselves. Well, with 8-man, you might not have one guy for that position. It's So, very smart timeout by the Clayton coach. And I have a lot of respect for the Clayton coaches, being against them in basketball all these years and football. And
yeah, the Schradel name is synonymous with coaching and coaching success.
Timeout, 1st and 10 for the Bears from their own 15.
Interesting formation.
Pass.
Whoa.
Oh, what happened there?
He handed it off.
Must have handed off. No, he didn't. Still number 5. Still the quarterback.
Oh, my goodness.
But Levi Jensen with the sack back in the 6-yard line.
That was an interesting play.
I don't know. I'd have to see the replay on that one. That was weird. I don't know what happened there.
I thought he had a handoff back there. I thought it was a whole different player.
And four guys were tackling somebody. I missed that one.
Second down and 18.
With confusion comes chaos.
See, this is a whole different lineup now. They don't have a running back there, so it looks like this is going to be pass-o-matic.
Guy in the wing that's going to block.
Pressure.
Oh. Ooh. Good coverage by Bennett Jensen.
Bennett Jensen covering Johnson on the play.
Bennett Jensen on the coverage.
They had 28 out on the top of the screen, or top of your screen, but he was well covered too with the quarterback rolling this way. He's really tough to throw back against the grain like that. So
Johnson and Hoffman look like they're going to be the primary targets here. And Dotseth, as a quarterback, he's seeing a lot of red people.
Pass again. He's going deep. He's airing it out. Beautiful pass. Good coverage. No flags.
Incomplete.
Pass intended by Johnston falls incomplete by Redfield.
4th down territory.
Well, I'm sure this is going to be a punting situation. They're not going to risk.
Yep, they're not going to risk it this deep. Like they're punting from the 7-yard line.
Hoffman goes into the end zone.
I would expect Luck to set up for the return, but they do have 4 guys on the line.
Assignment football here, kids. Assignment football.
Nice punt. Beautiful punt.
There's that wind.
From the 7-yard line. 33, 53.
It's like about
50,
the 17.
56-yard punt. Of course, you got the wind behind him, and that forward roll on a punt. If you kick the back of the ball, it tends to roll forward, and that's just exactly what he did. Fantastic punt. Well, if we can get one more here, a little more breathing room.
Bennett Jensen, last man in the huddle. I'm sure he got some instructions from his offensive coordinator, Matt Dunlap.
Bennett Jensen.
There he goes.
There he goes. There he goes. Ooh, what there is. All the way. The 17-yard line.
Touchdown.
63-yard touchdown. Bennett Jensen.
Big play. Big play.
Well, it looks like Luck decided to come out and play in the second half, just like we did against Shell Lake.
I just think that is so cool to go into halftime having given up 8 points with 1 second left to go on the clock.
Shows a lot of resiliency.
And then to come back and just impose their will offensively and defensively here at the start of the second half. That's good football, Coach. Good football.
Take it up the inside. There he is. He's going to get there.
He's looking for somebody. Looking for somebody to run over. 2-point conversion.
50.
Levi Jensen.
Bears 24.
26 points there. Now there's breathing room.
So with 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter, the Cardinals have opened up a nice lead here. 3 scores in the second half, 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. They're making their extra points. And defensively, they've held the Bears. So let's see what's going to happen now. Wyatt to kick. Wyatt Jensen.
Hoffman back deep. Wyatt Jensen to kick.
Tom Hoffman. Deep. Takes the ball. from the 14. Carries the ball across the 24, close to the 25-yard line. Make it to 24.
Out to the 24-yard line. That's where they'll start first and 10.
.504 left in quarter number 3. Luck 50, Clayton 24. Timeout. Timeout, Clayton. I'm not sure.
That's their second timeout, I believe, in the second half.
Yeah. Well, you're breathing a little easier now?
I am, yes. Not that I don't like a good, close, hard-fought game, but, you know, I like some cushion to work with there. That probably will be one of our advantages next week when we play the Bruce Red Raiders that are also 4-0. The teams that they have played and beat don't have a win between any of them, and we've had 2 tough contests in a row. There goes 28. Ooh, good shoestring tackle by number 20, Hunter Sallant. Looks like about a 11-yard gain.
That was a possible saving ankle tackle.
We bring up first and 10 at about the 35-yard line. 4:57 to go in the third quarter. Luck up 50 to 24. Overload on the left side. One back. Nobody wide except for the slot. 22 again. 28, excuse me.
Hoffman carries, picks up
tackle.
maybe 2.
Hunter Sallant again by the shoestrings. He's excited. It's 2 in a row for Hunter. So we got second and 9 at the 36. Momentum.
Excuse me, Milwaukee Brewers won a ball game tonight in Washington, D.C. They beat the Nationals 4-1. I think that's their 8th win in their last 11 ball games. So.
Overload right with 22 in the backfield. 28, excuse me. Oh, it's going to be a pass.
Ooh, a little hold. Thank you.
Up. Referee got it. Intercepted. Ooh.
Oh.
Chop dropped it. Hunter Sallant again. He's all over the field tonight.
Pass up the right side. Ball incomplete. Knocked down by Hunter Sallant.
A lot of pressure being applied on the quarterback. There was an obvious hold. Bruley was
Flag on the plate.
Coming in.
Marty called that one. Good job.
Well, you know,
it was evident.
Since I had my double cataract surgery, I could see that.
Okay.
I still don't know how my wife can disappear when we go shopping. She walks into a store and immediately disappears. Can't find her for hours.
I think that's called selective seeing, like selective hearing.
I don't know.
Well, Luck accepted the penalty.
Second and 19.
To pitch it. 28 again. Nice cutback.
Hoffman gets pounded. Boy.
Tackle.
Every time he carries the ball, there's at least 2, if not 3 or more tacklers in on him.
Dawson Van Meter, Dennis Bruley, Levi Jensen, Riley Reynolds on that tackle. Good gang tackling.
Those guys are always around the football.
And that's one of the drills that we've instituted through many years. Is we have a timing drill where the defense is lined up and they have cones that the guys run around on the scouting offense, and everybody has to get there when it's like 3 seconds, 4 seconds. And it really instills the till you go to the whistle. Everybody, we want 8 guys on the ball.
Pursuit.
Yep. Looks like another pass. Number 8 going out on the square out and the top of the screen. Pressure.
Run out of bounds.
That brings up 4th down.
Dawson Van Meter on the far sideline.
I can't expect a whole heck of a lot of punting anymore when you're down 26 points with the quarter. to go, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
4th and 15, but it looks like they are punting.
Then again, I'm wrong.
Yeah. Well, you got the wind.
Yeah.
You got the wind. You might as well use it because next quarter it's not going to be in your favor.
That's true.
Having trouble running people on the field, off the field, illegal procedure indicated.
Or illegal substitution, or whatever it might be, but still 5-yard penalty regardless. Too many men on the field.
Legal substitution is a call against the Bears. Back them up 5, 4th and 20.
3 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in quarter number 3. Luck up. 50-24. Ooh, low snap. Fielded it. Got the kick away. Got the punt away. And it's going to be down at about the 20-yard line. 22,
33-yard punt by number 28.
Make it the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 Cardinals. Let's see if they can keep their second half streak of offensive possessions resulting in touchdowns here.
Still running that 5-man front is dangerous.
There he goes.
Yep. Like I said, 5-man front. Bennett Jensen looks like a
touchdown.
57-yard touchdown. Bennett Jensen. Oh, we got a flag.
Flag on the play.
No reason. Blocking it back. No reason for that flag over here. Of course, I'm not sure where that happened, especially the fact that he was.
No, they're changing the location. It's going to be a spot foul.
Yep. It's unnecessary foul.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no reason for that at all.
Absolutely no reason.
Wow. That's sad. Take away a nice...
oh, they'll show that on film, just so we don't make that mistake again.
Well, the question I have is, did the Clayton kid just turn around and quit running?
I didn't see it.
Was there this incidental collision? Oh, gee. We'll see.
Still a first down.
The tape will tell.
After the penalty.
Right at the midfield stripe. Right
at this stage of the game, too, even though it got called back on a penalty, can be demoralizing to your defense because you know they rarely actually scored. But even though it doesn't count on the scoreboard,
they're still in that 5-man.
Still men in 5-man front.
They're selling out up front.
Yep, but they have to.
Gain of 4.
And they have stopped the outside running, but they haven't stopped the inside now. That's the luck offense.
Well,
pick your poison.
That's the point. You have to cover everything, and you have to cover everything well, because the minute you have a breakdown,
it's gone.
It costs you big time.
Yep. Oh, that worked. There it is, touchdown. Dennis Bruley, nobody's going to catch him. 37 yards, touchdown, no flags.
No flags on the field. Dennis Bruley. Wowza. Boy, he broke clear, and he absolutely gone. Ran away.
And I had an opportunity not only coaching Danny in football, but I also coached him in track. He came out for track this year for the first time ever. And of course, coming out of the blocks, he was like Bambi and everything else. But by the time he was done, he was, he was part of a 4x2 state relay team.
There you go.
Close, it's in.
2-point conversion.
Bennett Jensen for the 2-point conversion.
Moves the score.
Cardinals 58. Clayton Bears 24.
Luck now 58 points on the scoreboard. Clayton 24. 58-24. Wow. They just absolutely carve your heart out. They break your heart.
Don't be down by 28-24 at halftime.
4-point game at halftime. Yep. Look at it now.
30 unanswered points.
They haven't been stopped. 23-0. 23-0 was the update on the Badger game. Badgers winning, obviously. Well, still 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in the third quarter, and Clayton is...
See, one more 2-point conversion, we have running clock.
Really?
Yep. It's got to be 35.
That's right, it's got to be 35.
35 points. We're at 34 right now. Yep.
See, those 2-point conversions.
Those 2-point conversions are very important.
That we didn't make in the first
in many
half.
different ways. Berardinucci running on his Jensen quota. Old Scandinavianville here.
Wyatt kicks up the middle.
Number 6.
Taken by an upback.
Hard hit.
And goes nowhere. That's Gavin
Number
Fredericks.
3. Gavin Fredericks, another transfer from Frederick, freshman.
145 pounds, 5'9" freshman.
Hit like he was about 180 on that one.
35.
They've got Gavin Fredericks now at the nose tackle. 140-pound nose tackle. Going about speed.
I played nose tackle my sophomore year at 145.
Did you?
Yeah.
That was 11-man.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like Clayton. Looks like Clayton has their JV players in. Number 4.
Dawson Van Meter.
So you will see Luck, I'm sure, without any issues. They'll be starting to put their JV players in too.
I think that's
here they come.
That's the concession.
Yep. Levi Jensen, number 5, is coming out.
Concession.
Number 7, Dennis Bruley is coming out. Number 30, Justin Bletchinger goes in.
Yeah.
Jet motion.
Change in direction.
Yep.
24, he doesn't go down. Keeps his feet churning, run out of bounds. Preston Jackson, 165-pound freshman. That's a good size, Frosh.
Third and 12 for the Bears.
Stoppage of the clock here as the player was run out on the sidelines.
Well, looks like Lux JV is preparing to go out on the field for offense. There's number 4.
Number
Tackled
4.
by Justin Bletchinger.
Zacharias on the carry.
Clayton's varsity coming out to punt the ball away. We'll turnover on downs.
Brought down by Bleckinger.
Yeah.
Exit 4th down for the Bears.
Hoffman to punt. Levi Jensen deep to receive. 50 seconds left in.
There's another flag on the play. Another nice punt.
That's that wind.
It'll be a touchback.
Punt carries into the end zone for a touchback. There is a flag on the play.
Legal procedure indicated against Clayton. What do you think, Al? We're going to make him kick it again? Take the football.
Take the football.
Take the football and get the JBzers in, or we're going to wait?
Well, they're getting ready down there, huddling up and talking schematics. They get at the 20, I would assume. Or the 15, serves me.
Coach Wells.
The touchback in high school football for 8-man is at the 15 on an 80-yard field.
Okay. Coach Wells is getting his troops ready to go. I'm sure we'll see them in the fourth quarter. I'm thinking that's what.
In fact, they're going to see them right now. Luck takes a timeout to be able to do that, I believe. I would guess.
He indicated timeout to Clayton, but I think it was Luck.
Okay.
So 40 seconds left to go in quarter number 3. The Cardinals comfortable lead, 58-24.
Looks like Clayton's just looking to see whether Luck puts the varsity in the field or JV out. The JV's coming out. Good.
Ah, that's good.
And Tuesday night, of course, this is just a prelude to Tuesday night because Luck will travel to Clayton to play the JV teams, which give them some more experience.
starters receive a well-deserved round of applause as they come off the field.
Cardinals will start first and 10 from their own 20.
Who we got quarterback in this crew?
This would be number
3.
Oh! But right by his head. Number 3, that'd be Gavin Fredericks. High snap over his shoulder.
Loss of 11 on the play.
Parker Steen calling the plays from the sideline. JV offensive coordinator.
Who's our snapper? Is that Colton? Is he the center?
But that would be Hirschfeld. Graham. Or not Graham.
Graydon?
Graydon, yep. Waiting for the clock to tick down to end of the third quarter.
And
fourth quarter here at the Cardinals.
Quarter number 3 comes to an end.
Give the JV team to shake off some of the cobwebs.
Luck Cardinals 58. Clayton Bears 24.
Luck 58, Clayton 24, with 12 minutes left to play here at Garrow Field in Luck. Little jump around going here on the PA system, courtesy of Berardinucci.
I don't see anybody jumping.
24 zip the Badgers. Speaking of jump around, Badgers are up now 24 zip over Western Kentucky.
Clock. Yep. We're going to be running clock, even though it is not the 35-point deficit, by fact of both coaches from Clayton and Luck agreeing to that fact that there will be a running clock in the fourth quarter.
That's a good thing. I mean, for all intents and purposes, the game is over. The JV kids are going to get a chance to play their own game.
And we lost a half hour because of lightning. So, and it's Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, it is Labor Day weekend. Don't remind me.
Start the fourth quarter, second 21 for the red and black.
There we go.
Number 12, up.
Boom. Took the snap, took 2 steps, and tackled in his tracks. Third down and about 21 yards.
Third and a long way.
Third and a long one. And there he goes.
There he goes. I believe that is
number 8.
Robert Dominguez. Number 8. He's not on the roster, I don't see.
He's not on the roster.
But it's number 24 on the brochure, but I believe that is who that is, Robert Dominguez.
Wow. That was great.
Well, I don't even what yard line did that start from? Third?
I mean, we were down somewhere around a 10.
Well, we started at the 15. We lost 11. So, yeah. Third. Oh, fumble.
Fumble, picked
up by Justin Bletchner.
And score.
He got in.
That's the second time we've scored.
He didn't score. No good. Okay.
10:40 and counting to go in this one. Cardinals 64, Clayton 24.
Cardinals up by a comfortable 40-point margin.
All in the second half.
10 and a half minutes. And the clock is running. We're in running time situation here. These little guys, I shouldn't say little, but the JV kids, the younger kids, getting a chance to play on Friday night, play under the lights. Playing under the lights was a big deal for me. In my conference back home, we played a lot of Saturday afternoon games because nobody had lights. Peshigo had lights, and Lena had lights, and who else?
Friday night lights.
Yeah. And you only played them every other year. You didn't play them every year home and home. So a game under the lights was a big deal for me back in the day.
Of course, you didn't have to smell big butternut lake when you played.
No. We might have to smell Adam Pleckinger's manure on the cornfield or the hayfield next door.
Yeah, number 4 with the ball at the 26-yard line.
There he goes.
This tackle. There he
Turning
goes.
the corner.
Number 3, Gavin Fredericks with the tackle.
Gavin's been active.
He's actually seen quite a bit of varsity time too, playing that nose tackle.
He's a player.
Yep.
Clayton will start first and 10.
Trent Zenzen retrieves the tee. Attaboy, Trent.
First and 10 at the 34. Oh, we got a kid running off. There's a flag.
Shoot.
Yep, too many guys on the field. Legal participation. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Clayton Bears JV.
Having trouble with substitutions.
Lots of penalties tonight.
5 yards. A first and 15 for the Bears.
Penalty moves him back inside the 30-yard line.
Jet motion looks like a first pass for the Clayton JV. Ooh.
Quarterback taken down from behind.
Fastball incomplete.
Was that Murphy? Chris Murphy?
Murphy on the pressure.
Number 6. Maybe that's not Murphy.
Chris Murphy, number 6, yeah. Homeschool student that came out for football for the first year.
Oh, because and I see he's a junior.
Yep. His first year playing football.
Tall kid, 6'4". Oh,
yep.
Good for him. Welcome. Welcome to high school football.
Great to have him on the team. Good kid, too.
Ooh, low snap. Whoa, trouble.
Trouble. Oh, pitch. Ooh, it's incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass.
Fastball is incomplete.
He didn't want any part of that.
15.
Colton Zacharias, number 4 quarterback, under a lot of pressure. Freshman kid. Getting a...
We got Chris Murphy and Brady Oleen and Graydon Hirschfeld in the front line up in Luck.
There's some pretty good sized kids up there for the JV defense.
Got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Pick up a 5.
7:40 left
Make it 4th and
in tonight's ball game. 4th and 10 for the Bears. Are we going to punt? Are we going to run a play? Let's run a play. I think we'll run a play. Unbalanced line right.
Jets motion, number 12. Play a little swing pass out in the flats.
Oh.
Ooh. That guy just took a swing at one of our players.
Jackson called incomplete.
Preston Jackson.
Luck takes over on downs.
Take over on down.
The intended receiver.
First and 10 at the 34 of Clayton.
Some tall boys out there for Luck. This Hochstetler kid, he's got good size.
Yeah, he's a big kid. He's tall.
There he goes.
Fredericks. About 8 or 9 on that play.
Close to first down yardage. Coming up on 6:10.
Picked up 9 on the play.
Left in the game. 2nd down and 1 at the 25. Well, the Cardinals will improve their record to 3-0.
Oh, fumble. Oh, Levin recovered. Fumble by 32.
Fumble on the plate.
That was a situation where the exchange just never came off.
Clayton takes over 1st and 10 from their own 30.
So now Clayton will take over. 1st and 10 at the 30. So far, I haven't had a lot of offensive production, but
Luck is running on a late defender here.
the fumble.
Oh, ball on the field. The old fumble-rooski.
Zacharias on the carry.
For Isaac Todd with the tackle.
Brought down by Isaac Todd.
Loss on the play makes it second and about 12. Line of scrimmage is the 27-yard line of the Clayton Bears. Clock is running. 4:35 left in the game. Jet sweep. Yeah, went back that
Wheel
same
route,
play.
number 24.
That time he got it. First
Still
down
going.
yardage and then some. Across the Luck 30 to the Luck 28-yard line.
And he tackled by number 15, Joe Leak.
Brings into Cardinal territory, picks up a Clayton Bear, first down.
The same play they ran a series or so ago.
10 from the Cardinal 30.
Oh, he must have stepped out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, he must have, because they just lost 8 yards.
Yeah, he's at the 38. First and 10 from the 38. Clayton. Unbalanced line right. Jet sweep. Quarterback keeps. Tackled for no gain. Actually, a 2-yard loss. 32.
Jared Hutton.
Jared Hutton.
That drives off the right side. Taken down by Jared Hutton. Lost of 2 on the play.
Three and a half. 3:30 left in the game. 64-24. Luck will move to 3-0 for the season.
Well, actually 4-0 because
4-0 because of the forfeit.
Because of the forfeit. Yeah, we kind of forget about that, but 2-0.
Yeah, doesn't do much for your offensive average,
No.
but it's a win.
No, it is. But we'll be playing Bruce Red Raiders next weekend on Friday night at 7 o'clock. They're also a 4-0 team, so it should be another good battle. Looking forward to it.
Jackson on the carry.
Under 3 minutes left. Where is the field in Bruce? Is it the baseball field?
You have to go down Main Street, right towards the school.
Okay.
Take a right, go another 2 blocks, and take a left. There's a cemetery back there. It is north of the school.
Okay.
You just can't see it till you get back around it. You have to go
Okay.
2 roads to get there.
From the Cardinal 35.
Because they got a beautiful baseball diamond.
Oh yeah, that's on the other side of town. Either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's as you're coming into town.
Bruce is all about baseball. They've always had real strong baseball teams.
Coming up on 2:20.
Just to let you know, I will be doing the play-by-play long pass. He's open.
Oh, incomplete.
I will be doing the play-by-play next week by myself, unless you care to join me. But I know what happens.
Well, we'll see. I'm not going to make any commitment.
Okay, I understand.
Fourth down.
And the nice thing about when Al does road games is he's able to interact with people who log on the Facebook, because he'll be doing the
I also get to drive the bus.
the iPad technology, so he can interact with you people out there that logging in.
It's always fun to see who's logging in, watching.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fun.
there's a fumble.
Fumble. I think
like
Luck is
Luck
on the
covered.
football. I think we got red on the football. We'll see.
That's signification. There
Yep,
it is.
yep, there it
Luck's
is.
Football with 1:36 to go.
I don't know who came out of there with it.
Play, Luck takes over.
Still running clock. Hope I get a couple plays in.
Was that Hutton, Jared Hutton, that came out of there with the football? 1:20 right now.
Too many people on the field. There we go.
Handoff.
Justin Bletchinger, he's going to go. He's strong. He's fast. He's gone.
Bleckinger, touchdown.
43-yard touchdown. Justin Bletchinger, 70-24.
Wow. Great quickness.
Yeah.
Once he turned the corner, it was see you later.
And knowing his speed, I knew that was just what was going to happen.
Clock is stopped for the 2-point conversion.
Non-time down.
Keeper.
Yep, he's good. Justin Fredericks, number 3 for the 2-point conversion is good. 72-24.
72-24. That probably is going to be our final score. Wow, what a second half for the Cardinals. That's impressive. They imposed their will offensively as well as defensively. Yep. Just absolutely flipped the game, second half. Good adjustments at halftime. The kids came out and executed at both ends. Wow.
And getting the ball in the second half to start that with all the momentum going in Clayton's favor and putting it in and scoring really helped tremendously to continue to do what they're doing tonight.
Look for your invite in the mail. If you don't get one and you're a part of that team, please show up anyway. Again, homecoming October 5th.
44 unanswered points in the second half.
Unreal.
2 by the JV. I should say.
We got 5 kids on the field. Now we got 6.
Well, we're getting there.
Now we got 7.
One more. Well, guys, we're kicking off. There
now we got 8.
Okay.
All right. We got her.
Getting windy up here.
Yeah, she's blowing good.
Temperature's good, though, so that's all right. Good, strong
nice
kick. Ooh. Picked up at the 10.
And tackled.
Number 34.
Oh, boy.
That's
like going to be a face mask. It's going to be a face mask, horse collar tackle. Got slammed pretty good.
Todd got down there quick, but
Magnuson was the ball carrier on that return. And
face mask on the Cardinals.
15-yard penalty, personal foul.
15-yard personal foul penalty. Moves the ball out across the 30, right at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Crank her up. Thank you. 50.
There's our 1st and 10 from their own 30.
Whoa.
Oh. Nobody even threw their flag out.
Nobody even threw a flag.
Nope.
We had all kinds of things going on that play.
Nobody wants to take a chance on who it was. 24 seconds to go. He's just going to take a knee.
The officials were in the final countdown.
Somebody needs to tell 25.
And that should do it. That should be the end of tonight's football game. So,
fantastic second half by Luck.
Final score here, 72-24. The Cardinals really put on a show here in the second half, and frankly, they had to. Clayton came ready to play and compete, and the Luck Cardinal really performed well in the second half.
So next week, join us on Friday night, 7 o'clock at the Bruce Red Raider Field. We will be visiting
Al Tomlinson on the Facebook site for the weareluck.net. Join Al next week from Bruce. Thank you for tuning in, and please support our sponsors. Everyone have a good weekend, and please, if you're out driving on the highway this weekend, be safe.
Stay off the phone.
Yes, and stay off the phone. And thank you to Aaron Argis, our IT specialist
thank
here,
you, Aaron. Nice job again.
All the camera work. He's
Sheila on the clock and Bear on the PA. Little Donnie Dunlap on the camera.